What's good, ladies and gentlemen? We're back! Woohoo! How's everybody doing? I just stubbed my toe like 5 seconds before we started. So, I'm in agony. Ouchie. Oh, man, how's everybody doing? Owie. God, that actually really hurt. You ever stub your big toe? It hurts. Jesus Christ. Owie. Alright, whatever. I'll get over it. Aw, man. What's going on, everybody? Also, let me know if my mic is good or if it's a little too loud. Just very disappointed with Sony. Yeah, nah, that was a mess. That whole thing was a mess. Yeah, it is a pain, right, Max? Yeah. Oh, man. Alright, so, apologies for missing last week. In case you didn't know, I flew back home last week, and I didn't get home until like midnight. So, obviously, couldn't stream. But we're back now. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to be a little quieter than normal now, because obviously I'm back home. People have to sleep and stuff. But I did install a little bit of soundproofing on my wall, so hopefully it's not going to be too bad. Pour one out for Tango, yeah. R.I.P. Tango. You know what? Got some water right here. Everybody, you know what? Let me clink it. I have one of those, what are they called? Like, there's the colored liquid in them, and you turn them over, and it, like, puts all the little droplets out, or, like, pours them out, and it, like, lands on the bottom, and it looks really cool, whatever. Alright, clinker glasses. Alright, glasses, sorry. There we go. We pour one out for Tango. You're not pouring beer on your carpet? Don't pour anything on your carpet. Just pour something into a glass and drink. God. Alrighty, whatever. Exactly, bed. Oh, yeah! Oh, man. What's up, Meat Pie? Yep, yeah, guys, can we get an RIP Tango in the chat, please? This week has been messed up. Well, it's been all over the place. It's been messed up, but there's also been some good stuff, and it's just, yeah. This week has been very mixed. But either way, we move on. Yep, R.I.P. Tango. Yeah, they will be missed. What a shame. I hope that at least maybe they'll be moved, like just the people working there will be moved to a different, like, part of Bethesda and they can still work on Hi-Fi Rush 2. What's up, Dave? Although I don't think that's going to happen. Is this the week for bad gaming news? It kind of feels like it, honestly.
Chat and Clut Seeking agree that the last couple of weeks have been nothing but pure chaos and anarchy in the gaming space. It certainly feels like that.
I do feel, I agree, Dragonclaw. Thank you for the 5. I agree. It has been pretty chaotic, especially over the last week. Last few weeks, I'm not entirely sure, but the last week, definitely. Alrighty. Don't, Kinky Taco, do not pour a 2-liter soda or Coke on your bed. Do not do that. I highly advise against that. If they had to shut down the studio, why did it have to be Tango? I guess, you know, Hi-Fi Rush didn't do well enough. Even though, you know, Matt Booty himself said we need smaller games that win awards and stuff. Yeah, apparently that must have just been a lie. Who would have thought? Because evidently that is not true. Because if it was, then Tango wouldn't have been shut down. You hate to see it. Oh, man. Hold on. Gonna check chat real quick. Somebody wants to burn their customer. I mean, they tried to. They failed horrendously, but they certainly did try to. And that's, we're gonna be talking about that a lot tonight. So, let me get the screen capture up. Hold on. Let me find, there we go. And let me put it up to, there we go. All right, cool. Sick. All right, so we've got quite a few things on the docket for tonight. So we've got Dreamcast guy. It's a lot of the usual suspects. We got Dreamcast guy. We got MBG, which, by the way, this live stream, the dislikes are not looking too hot. So I'm very intrigued to see what happened during this one. Yeah, exactly. Let's get a let's get an O spam, please. Then we got jtech, which, I mean, look at that. Yikes. And I was gonna make a video on this, but I figured, you know what? Let's wait until I do it on stream, and then I'll make a video after. And then we've got Crap Gamer as well, and then maybe if somebody has another suggestion, we'll go with that. That ratio, yeah. No, the ratio is crazy. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up a poll, and you all are going to decide what we do. So, who first? Add options. Dreamcast guy, MBG, Crap Gamer, and jtech. Hold on. jtech. All right. Vote. Go to the polls. I need to see MBG's cat. No Harmon today. I mean, maybe it's like a last resort, but I didn't have that planned for right now. So, we'll see what ends up happening. Alrighty. 55 of you in here. I'll give you a second to vote. Man. Thank God we don't have Harmon. Well, we might. You may have just jinxed us. Who knows, honestly. We very well might have Harmon now that you said that. We'll have to find out. Alright. Oh, no. Are we really doing jtech first? Oh, okay. It's going to be close. What's up, Jacob? Don't call me Clussy. Do not spam Clussy. I swear to God. Yeah, that is true, Ben. You are the king of jinxing. Rip the band-aid off and do jtech first. We might have to. Honestly. Oh my God, you guys just... Jesus. Yeah, I forgot to... Hold on. I was going to do a funny, and then I forgot to launch voice mod. So, give me a second. Continue not spamming Clussy while I pull this up. Also, I'm ending that poll. Alright, we're doing jtech first. God, why are you guys like this? I don't want... Alright. I got you, Gold Freak. You are a freak for calling me daddy, by the way. Good God. Oh, man. I can't believe you guys have done this. Reforged has been a good boy this week. Reforged was actually based about the Sony situation, surprisingly enough. So, yeah. No Caden tonight. It doesn't seem like it because he just got new internet and he's having trouble getting it set up. So, as of right now, it doesn't seem like he'll be joining us. But he might soon. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. I was hoping he would be on because I'm not very funny by myself, But we'll see. We'll see. It could work. All right. Every major publisher has kind of shat the bed this gen. It kind of feels like it, honestly. Yeah, I can't really think of any publishers who haven't butchered, except for like Bandai. You take your name very seriously. I'm sure you do, man. I'm sure you do. But yeah, besides Bandai, it feels like every other publisher has had like some massive screw up at some point this gen. So yeah. Oh man. Alrighty. So we're doing J first. You guys voted. Let me just take care of some things behind the scenes. Alrighty. Now this I'm very interested to watch. Mainly because again, look at that ratio. It's beautiful. 95 to 195. Absolutely gorgeous. And that might actually be underselling it because sometimes the dislike extension undershoots. So it could be even higher than this. We'll have to see. I pre-ordered Ghost of Tsushima PC, but got an automatic refund because it isn't available in your country. That sucks, dude. That is crazy that they're... Man, I mean, it is the right thing to do. It's good that they're refunding it, but like at the same time, why are they requiring the PSN account for? I know it's only for online, but still, yeah, I guess they really care about the boost in player numbers on PSN more than they care about the lost sales in other countries. Really sucks. I have a unique word for when channels they get both ratioed and roasted badly at the same time. Or any of these roastioed? Roastioed. You know what? Not bad, actually. I like that. Are any of these channels getting roastioed? Yes. I mean, Jay and MBG, not quite as bad, but still bad. We'll see what happens. Dreamcast guys like to dislike is actually looking not bad, but then again, he also called this a Sony W, so we'll have to see what ends up happening. Alrighty. Also, I have to figure out how to put, like, is there a way I can put a message that's always there without, like, commenting or without, like, typing in the chat and then pinning it? Like, is there a way to have, like, a default announcement? I have to figure that out because I want to, like, have guidelines and stuff. It's just like, oh, member spam is allowed. Which, by the way, members, spam those emotes. I paid a lot of money for them. I highly encourage the spam. So do that if it tickles your fancy. Paid online is a ripoff and no one should pay for the internet they already paid for. Yeah, paid online is absolutely a ripoff. It's crazy. And in fact, I remember I saw a meme like a week or two ago talking about like, oh, what's the biggest scam that's been widely accepted? And, you know, people will say like college and all that stuff. But then one of them was paying for online on console. It's absolutely wild. What's up, Devastator? Dreamcast guys ponying was over the top. 6 or 7 bloody videos. Oh yeah, no, I saw. Let me actually go to his channel real quick. Didn't he put up like? Yeah, look at this. Look at this. He puts out this video on Helldivers, and then he waits 2 days to call it a Sony L, and then immediately calls it a Sony W. Meanwhile, look at this. 7 Xbox videos in 3 days. Like, Jesus, dude, I'm not defending them or anything. They screwed up bad, and closing down these studios is a very bad look, but like, Jesus Christ. And you guys can't even see all of them because part of it's getting cut off, and I'm sorry about that. But yeah, it's, my God, 7 Xbox videos in 3 days. That is wild to me. But either way. Sony! Yeah, exactly. Oh! Anyway, that might be obsessive. Yeah, just a tiny bit, you know. Nothing too bad. Just an itty bitty little bit. Alrighty. So what do you guys think? Should we get started? You know what? No, we're not getting started yet. I want another spam. You gotta spam it one more time, and then we'll get started, alright? Gonna take a sip of water while you guys do that. Oh, man. By the way, what's up, Preston? Hope your summer's going great, man. There we go. There's the spam. That's what we like to see. By the way, has anybody had Jolly Rancher Chews? Because these things are better than original Jolly Ranchers. Don't at me on that. I do not spam. I'm an aardvark. What does that mean? What do you mean you don't spam? You're an aardvark. Is that like an aardvark joke that I don't understand? I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, Jolly Rancher Chews are absolutely goated. They're so good. Although they would probably, thank God, there's no grape flavor. They would probably be ruined if there was a grape flavor. Says the guy who eats plain burgers. What does that have to do with anything? What? So because I eat my burgers plain, I'm not allowed to eat Jolly Rancher Chews? Spec, if you want to talk smack, get in the call. We'll talk. We'll talk about my food taste if you want. And how, but we gotta have salt to put on that food. So, yeah, I know, Spec. I know you're kidding. Pull up, Spec. You want to talk smack? Get in the call right now, idiot. Okay. Anyway, Spec timeout. Not yet. Airhead shoes. I haven't had Airhead shoes, but regular Airheads are so good. They're so good. Inject the sodium into your veins. We're going to. Let's get to it.
I remember you.
Also, let me know if the audio balancing is off at all. I was tinkering with some stuff earlier.
To be a mod. Sorry, a member. Ensolarius. I used to have to read your name.
Apparently this is bad.
Thank you for showing back up, bro. Games for Eternity is also here. He is also a mod.
I I don't care. Give me
the news of the week.
All right, here we go.
Sometimes. But
Come
then
on.
sometimes
Still selling the
things
shirts.
happen.
I don't think anybody's actually buying it. It's really sad, honestly, when you think about it. You know, you have all that exploited like slave labor and stuff in China, whatever, to get those shirts made, and then they're just like sitting in a box somewhere, just rotting because nobody's buying them. It's kind of depressing when you think about it. Did this idiot get some merch? Oh, he's had merch for a long time.
between Thursday and Sunday, and we have to talk about those things.
Yes, you do.
One of the major things is this newfound hatred from PlayStation.
Uh-huh. How can people do multi-hour podcasts over a plastic box? You know, it's funny because I don't know whether I should be impressed with it or whether it should be sad, because Jay streams more often than I do and for longer than I do. I almost have to respect it, but at the same time, it's extremely depressing. So, yeah. What's up, some drunk finally off work? Nice. I don't have work, at least not yet. I will, middle of May, I think.
And I want to go over that in just a little bit.
All right, yep, let's go over it. By the way, we are following the same rules as always with Jay. If he lip smacks, we take a shot of water. Water, all right?
That's much better.
Not drinking anything, it's water.
I have some images I want to send off to the PSN so that I can cover those accurately.
Uh-huh. Vodka? No vodka. I mean, you can do vodka if you want. I'm not doing vodka.
From everything that I can do. Yeah. I just need to get double jump.
Where do I plan to work? I've been working at a pool club for the last few years.
And I gotta get like a cold or maybe
stay hydrated. Yes, stay hydrated.
To open some treasure chest.
You thought it was tequila? No, I don't drink. Guys, I'm 20. I can't drink alcohol.
That are both
not drinking tequila.
Seem to be underwater in 2 different locations, and then I'll be completely done. But I can't do it now. I'm gonna have to finish the story. And this could be an area I'm going to have to come back.
Got the audio balance is better. I couldn't watch you last time with it being too loud. All right. Well, that is good to hear. And if it is too bad, then you got to let me know. I can't make changes unless people tell me it's bad. So
later.
Can't believe Sony prefers boosting player counts over maximized profit. Well, it'll probably help them because the shareholders will be happy. Healthy? Jesus Christ. Happy. For some reason, I got like happy and healthy crossed in my mind. Healthy. God. All right. What's up, Otendo?
I sent that over. This one was very important. Let me see.
Uh-huh.
That was also important.
Uh-huh. Yeah, can we get to it? Yes, please, let's get started, for the love of God.
You said you sent some screenshots over. I'll be reading those screenshots off.
All right, read the screenshots off, please.
These are from just normal people, right? There's no significance in their status.
Uh-huh.
They seem to be normal people, no check marks. Okay, Arrowhead should cooperate.
Well, if you're talking about Twitter, check marks don't really mean anything, but all right.
Industries.
Anyway.
And Microsoft.
You read something that made you a little upset? I'm sorry to hear that, Otendo.
Similar.
Hopefully the stream can help you feel a little bit better, though. Hopefully.
But
there's no significance. Yeah, exactly. Significance.
But about Halo ODST.
Oh, wait. Lip smack. Take a drink. I do not endorse people drinking alcohol for this, by the way. I highly suggest you drink water.
It could be an entire series about how ODSTs came to life in Halo universe.
Okay, I don't care about this.
These are just normal people. These are just
the whole entire
Come on, talk about the thing. Yeah,
and I see the screenshots about Xbox being in less countries than PlayStation.
It's all white noise, yeah. And honestly, it feels like it.
Do you send anything else? These other screenshots about
okay, can we talk about it?
And I'm not going to refuse to understand logic. But,
hold on,
I can't fix their ignorance, and I'm not going to waste my time trying to explain this situation to people that refuse to understand logic.
Oh yeah, yeah, guys. If there's anybody out there who's the perfect person to go to when it comes to logic, it's Jay. As we all know, the most logical being on this platform.
Games that require you to access third-party.
Is my favorite brand of
servers,
pop. I don't drink pop or soda, whatever you want to call it. I don't drink it.
And connect to those. If you want to connect to those,
soda's too spicy. No, I'm kidding.
Those servers, you have to make an account, so that it makes it harder for you to try to steal, pirate, or hack. And I feel like
that's what they were claiming.
PlayStation got a little,
even though it was fine before that, and they already have forget the fact that they already have kernel level anti-cheat. They definitely needed to force us to make accounts.
Up with
let's be real, dude. They said those were the reasons. The real reason is they wanted a boost in PSN numbers. That's all it was.
PC community, which
Sonic Unleashed Your Generations. The only Sonic game I've ever played was like that collection of Sonic games for the DS way back in the day.
Continuously hacks, leaks, sensitive Helldivers information all the fucking time. And it's just...
Flip smack. Take a drink.
Devastator 2000 has become a member.
Hey, Devastator, thank you for being a member for 13 months, man. Speaking of which, actually, you know what? We should do this real quick. I am going to gift out some members, because it's really nice. YouTube lets us gift out some free members every month. So, everybody, open your mouth, your hands, whatever. Open something. I don't know how members work, but whatever. There you go. Grab them. I threw 5 out there. Grab them. There you go. Good stuff. Huge. All right. And we'll be gifting 5 more later. All right, let me go back over to here now. And then actually, you know what? Let me get the Discord link up for the members real quick. If you just got a membership, be sure to join the Discord. I'm copying the link. Hold on. I'm about to post it in the members community tab. So go there to join. Just give me a second. Discord link. All right. And there we go. All right. There you go. You missed, damn. Well, maybe you'll get it on round 2. You're lost for words. Why, Otendo? Are you already done with Jay? Or is it what you read earlier? Whatever. Either way.
Let's continue. All the fucking time. And it's just not really fun when
you keep mixing me up with Griffin. How is that even possible? Is it because we both have like kind of deeper voices? Like me and Griffin are in no way similar, like at all. Besides, I produce the kind of content now that he used to. Well, either way. I sound nothing. That's what I'm saying. I sound nothing. I sound nothing. I sound nothing like it. I sound nothing like Griffin. My voice isn't like all nasally. I don't. Yeah, you know. You know the deal.
See how PSN protect from hacks when it gets hacked most often than make public PC?
That's true, Devastator. Thank you for the 5. Yeah, that's another thing. But I mean, obviously, when they're referring to hackers, it's like, oh, cheaters. But again, you already have the kernel level anti-cheat. So, I mean, lost for words with the whole thing. Where Sony brought the absurdity to Helldivers. Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's wild. You play COD a lot? I got back into it recently, although I've been slowing down. I've been playing a ton of Hell. Like, over the last 4 days or so, I already have 20. Like, just to put it into perspective, of my last 4 days, I've spent like roughly 6 hours a day on Helldivers. God, summer vacation's great.
When you have an announcement of some new content, but everybody already knows what the fuck it is. So, there's that. We're going to talk about a lot of that.
All right, let's talk about it.
I'll piggyback on just a little bit of this stuff so we can just go straight to the point. I'm not someone that likes to waste a lot of time.
Move on to MVG. Nope, you guys voted for it, so we're sticking with this for now.
So,
lips back. Take a drink.
Let's get this screensaver out the way. And let's
get the screensaver out of the way.
Big shout out to everybody that is here today. Strap in.
Strap in. Shut up, clock in, and load up.
I know that sounds cliche, but it is. We're going straight to the
I know it
chest
sounds cliche. All right, that was kind of
with
funny.
a very sharp, armor-penetrating silver bullet. Let's read this off real quick.
Dear Lord, I'd like to read it off, but I can't. Jesus Christ.
And I'll read it off just in case you can't see. PlayStation revenue, $30 billion. 10 PC ports plus Destiny 2 revenue, $250 million dollars of revenue. The PSN store weekly revenue is $300 million. I want y'all to remember that. The weekly revenue for the
Okay, wow. So let me get this straight. You mean to tell me that the revenue of 10 games released years after they were on PlayStation on PC, you mean to tell me that that revenue is lower than the entirety of the PlayStation Store that covers third-party games as well? You mean to tell me that it's lower than that? Really? Wow. Thanks, Jay, for this very impactful, whatever. This is very profound insight. Jesus Christ.
PSN store for PlayStation is $300 million. Weekly, $300 million. Like every year, each year, PlayStation getting $250 million or less. That was actually this information that
this is so unbelievably stupid. Only Jay would try to draw this conclusion. Like, yeah, no duh, dude. It's 10 PlayStation games on PC released years later. Of course, that's gonna make less money than the entire PlayStation Store in a week. Like, geez, I think anybody could have told you this. How is this like proof that PC is bad? Christ.
Not disinformation, but this information that I had and I talked about in great detail on Twitter. And again, this is an ammo box that completely destroys a lot of PC's narrative. Now this is what we want to understand from the screenshot that I just talked about. PlayStation, I believe this was in 2022.
I mean, I fail to see how this destroys the narrative, because if you look, 2020 they made 35 million, 2021 they made 80 million, and then they more than tripled that in a year. So I don't understand what the point is, but maybe he'll explain it.
PlayStation that had the top screenshot and their financials, right? This was the first time that they had covered the PC financials. Now, I want you to understand.
All right, chat, I gotta know, were these taken from a leak, or did Sony themselves release these? These looks like something that would have been taken from a leak. Because if they were, you know, that's pretty hypocritical, Jay. You're gonna call out PC gamers for like hacking everything, and then you're gonna use that as a source. Again, if it is true. Maybe these are officially released by Sony. I don't know.
Zooming in. You can see right there on August 2020, in August 2020, Horizon Zero Dawn came to PC.
Yes.
Right? And then Days Gone came to PC in 2021.
Yes.
And God of War came to PC in 2022.
Yes.
There were 3 years, right, where they were putting games on PC at that point in time, or at least 2 years and some change, with God of War being the latest one at that time. This was, again, 2022.
What did you miss censored? Not much. Just Jay being an idiot like usual.
So you can see 2020 and 2021, they only made $35 and $80 million on PC.
Yes.
Again, we know that games cost anywhere between what? $100 million and up.
That's how much it is to make them initially. That's not how much it costs to port to PC, you absolute moron. Like, oh my god. Does he really think that porting a game costs as much as making the game initially? No, obviously not. Yes, making a game, especially like God of War or Spider-Man, costs around like 100 million plus. But porting the game
convinced
is...
that J-Tard wants to hear himself talk.
Yeah, pretty much, Some Drunk. Thank you for the 5. Yeah, he does just want to hear himself talk. At least it feels like it. Like, what are you talking about, dude? Who has a higher IQ, J-Tech or a Nat? That's insulting to the Nat, man, honestly.
Million to 300 million, as far as what we have from Spider-Man, right?
Yes.
So, you can't make a AAA game with $35 million.
Yeah, you can.
You can't make a AAA game And
Well, I mean, I
that
guess you
gaming
can.
market in the industry at that point in time, 2020 and 2021, with $80 million.
Okay.
The narrative that people used to tell me, PC fans and PlayStation fans, you should allow this to happen. They're going to make a lot of money on PC. That money is going to be put back into PlayStation, and we're going to get new games. What we did get is cancellation after
Lip smack. Lip smack. Take a drink.
Cancellation for multiplayer game.
Okay. And how is that connected to PC at all? How is Sony canceling some multiplayer games? Couldn't it just be that Sony hasn't done multiplayer in a while, and doing like 12 live service projects is kind of a lot, and maybe they didn't want to do all of them? Couldn't be that? No? Okay, I guess. Whatever you want to say, man.
London Studios was working on a games as a service. Cancel. Twisted Metal games as a service. Cancel.
And how exactly does this connect to PC at all?
Spider-Man games as a service, presumably canceled. The Last of Us multiplayer, canceled. The narrative that...
And what does this have to do with PC?
PC was going to save PlayStation by putting so much money, so much revenue into the PlayStation ecosystem that we were going to get new games when they don't make enough money to do that is a bullshit lie.
has become a member.
Thank you, Sans, for being a member for 11 months. Also, I can't. Hold on.
Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
I honestly can't with this guy sometimes. So, wow, what a surprise, Jay. You put the games on PC years later, they don't make enough money to fully fund the game. Oh no. And what's really funny to me is you're ignoring the fact that, maybe the PlayStation revenue, like the games, Jesus Christ, I can't formulate my thoughts here. I'm so confused right now. The game sales on PlayStation were also not enough to fund these games. We're not going to talk about that, though. Why is it the sole responsibility of PC to fund these games? Are you guys not doing it? Because you like to say that you do. You love to say that PlayStation gamers buy games. But if you're crutching off PC ports years later to be able to fund games, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, your logic is completely broken. You got to pick one. God.
Now, I've been sharing the first screenshot around for
Also, you gotta turn your gain down, Jude. Jesus Christ.
years. And I've also been sharing the bottom one down for years. Now, this is what we want to understand. Look all the way to the right-hand side. It says FY 2020. So it's FY 2022, right?
Yeah. Hey, chat. Tell me what you see. Do me a favor, chat. I want you guys to type in the chat right now. What do you see when you look here at this FY22 thing? What do you see when you look at this? Let me know. I'm gonna eat a Jolly Rancher chew while you type that in. Let me know what you see. First person to say what I'm thinking gets a Jolly Rancher. Yes, Spec. Thank you. Everybody else was correct, but Spec said it. Hold on, let me finish doing this. Sorry, give me a second. Hold on. These are... Jesus Christ, this is hard to chew. But yes, Spec, you're right. Yes, Light Shadow, you're right. Yes, Ben, you're correct as well. That is growth. Look at that. That is more than 3 times the revenue growth in 1 year. And what do you know? It's the year where they put a bunch of their biggest games on PC. Who would have thought? It's almost like you shouldn't just look at these numbers when they ported like a single older game, especially ones that people didn't really care about as much. What do you know? As soon as you port games that people actually give half a damn about, like God of War, what do you know? Your revenue skyrockets. And guess what? 300 million is more than enough to make a game. So Sony could have made a brand new game. They could have made 3 new games with the PC revenue they got in 2022 alone. So explain that, please.
And then it has
I'll just go buy Jolly Rancher Chews. I blame you. What do you want me to do? You want me to, like, shove? I guess I could try. Hold on. Let me try shoving the Jolly Rancher through the mic, and maybe it'll, like, come out your headphones or something. I don't know.
which stands for estimate. They were expecting to make $300 million from the PC brand alone. On just on their ports. Now, right. I don't know why Sony thought that they were just gonna move from 80 million all the way up to 300 million.
Well, you know, it's almost like they ported 2 of their biggest games of all time, Spider-Man and God of War. But, you know, I'm not an expert or anything. In fact, you know what? Let's have some fun real quick. Calculator. God of War PC sales. Over 2. Yeah, I know it was over 2.5 million. Let me see. What was it? Okay, let's assume it's 2.5 million. So 2,500,000 times 60. Or was it 50? Hold on. Did they charge 50 or 60 for it? Can somebody remind me, please? I'm looking right now. Hold on. I think it may have been 50. Okay, fine. We'll lowball it. We'll do 50. We'll do 50 to lowball it. That's 125 million right there. Then Spider-Man PC sales, 1.5 million, and that was how long after? Because it released in August of 2022. All right, so this was almost here. All right, so 1.5 million. So let's go with that. So then 1,500,000 times 60 equals 90 million. So that's over 200 million right there alone. You know, God of War and Spider-Man alone made over 200 million, and that's not including like Spider-Man Miles Morales and the other ports they did and all that stuff, and sales of older PC games as well. So maybe they overshot a little bit. We don't have the exact numbers, but it seems like they weren't terribly off.
Just off of PC ports. Look at what happened in 20.
If only Sony came up with new ideas instead of third-person cinematic games with stealth elements. Yeah, you know, that'll be the day. Their only one they haven't had like that is from a studio they don't even own. They just own the IP for it.
20. Look at what happened in 2021. It didn't look like that was that much growth between those 2 years combined.
Yeah, because, again...
They have this estimate on the 3rd year of putting games on PC that is just dramatically going to fucking really do something.
Yeah.
Well, what happened?
Aha, see? Look at that. I was right. 250 million. I was close. See?
The reality in 2022 is that they did
What's up,
250,
Skelly?
which is the number, if you follow me.
Oh no. They did, guys. They did $250 million instead of 300 million. No! Yeah, hold on. I got a sound effect for this. Guys, I can't believe this.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
RIP, guys. You know, it's just completely over for PC gaming. Yeah, Sony, you need to stop doing PC ports immediately. You estimated 300 million and you made 250 million instead. You are killing your brand by doing this. How could you?
They did 250, which is the number, if you follow me, that we had read off from this. Where the dude says 10 PC ports at the time. Plus Destiny 2 revenue at the time, and we're going.
What's up, Shinso? Hey, thanks for stopping by the stream, man. Finally caught the stream. Hey, don't worry about missing a stream, man.
Get to those.
It's like Alex says, I am the only one who should have to worry about missing a stream, which I did last week, and I'm sorry.
Details equals 200.
It's Jover, exactly. PC is a failure? Yes, exactly, guys. You know what? In fact, I'm going to end the stream. I'm taking apart my entire computer. I'm selling it on eBay for like $1, like $1 per part. and then I'm just gonna go buy a PlayStation instead. It is over for PC.
150 million. Now I want y'all to understand, if Sony did not acquire Bungie and did not add the Destiny 2 PC revenue to the PC revenue as a whole, they would never have gotten the 250 million. It would
Okay. And if they never ported games to PC at all, they wouldn't have gotten to 250 million. What's your point?
have been much lower. That means they would have fell short of their estimated goal by a lot. At least.
Well, we don't know exactly how much Destiny pulled in, though. Like that's the thing. We need to know exactly how much Destiny by itself pulled in.
Hundreds of millions of dollars.
But based on the math we just did, Destiny 2 probably only pulled in about a fifth of that money.
And that increase in revenue is without Bloodborne, or God of War Trilogy, or all of their PSX games.
Exactly, Censored. Thank you for the 5. Yeah, they put 2 of their biggest games on there, but they still have so many older games they could port over to PC, and they would sell like hotcakes.
So you're gonna have some dono incentives later, like Alex at his $50 a month.
We should do that, honestly, Sans. What do you? Thank you for the 5, by the way, both of you. What should we do, guys? What should we do for $50? Because I don't have a face cam, but I could still do something. I wonder. If you have any suggestions, let me know.
Oh, we're gonna go.
Klutzy. Yeah, we could do. Hey, who knows? I could commission Tango to do like some femboy art of me, and then I put that up if I get a $50 donation or something. Spec goes on. No, how about this? We ban Spec for 50. No, I'm kidding.
Back up to the screenshot, the bottom one. And you can see physical year 2022, 250. They missed their fucking goal. Their estimate. The estimate was 300 million.
Okay.
They missed their goal by 50 million, and as you can see,
okay, that wasn't their goal. A goal and an estimate are different things. Wrap for 50? Dear God, no, absolutely not. I think I would rather squat over that. I have a lamp right there. I think I'd rather squat over that like butt naked than wrap for $50. Absolutely not.
All the way down in the fine print, it says figures for physical year 2022 and after.
Sony hasn't kept their word. Helldivers is still the listing countries that don't have PSN. Yeah, I saw that. It's not completely over yet. It sucks. Hopefully those countries get it relisted soon. Luckily, if you bought the game and you didn't refund it, you'll still have it. You don't get the game taken away from you just because it gets delisted.
Have included Bungie PC revenue since its acquisition by Sony Interactive Entertainment. I'm trying to read that shit because it's so pixelated and so small, but I remember that shit.
Maybe you should zoom in more, man. I don't know. You like to do that a lot.
And again,
watches X-Men 97. Hey, for $50, I will watch X-Men 97. Unironically,
we just
I will watch X-Men 97 if someone drops a 50.
Looked at the screenshot confirming that was. They added that revenue.
Indiana Jones. Hey, I will watch a lot of stuff for 50.
New in 2023, right? That makes sense. And this is the early part.
Yeah, that'll be it. That's our first goal. If somebody drops a 50 bomb, I watch Indiana Jones.
The 2020.
There you go. I'm not gonna watch it on my own time anymore. Now somebody has to pay for me to do it.
23. This is why you can see the PC release of Last of Us Part 1 is in this financial. They missed their goal by $50 million. This is after including Bungie's revenue.
Okay.
So without Bungie's revenue, the PC ports look really bad. You can tell because look at 20.
That's still even. Let's assume, because we just did the math and we got to like 200 million. So let's assume that Bungie's revenue was 50 million. Hell, even if Bungie's revenue was only, no, we're not going to do that. But Jesus Christ, excuse me, sorry. If we assume Bungie's revenue was 50 million, that's still more than a double revenue increase from 2021. So I fail to see how this is a bad thing. Even if you miss your goal, like I fail to see,
2020 and look at 2021. Like there was absolutely no growth. I was told that they would make enough money on PC alone to make give us more games.
All right. Well, first of all, that 250 million is enough to make a game unless you're Spider-Man 2. But then on top of that, who was saying that PC alone was going to fund future games. No, PC revenue would help contribute. It wouldn't solo the future games. It wouldn't like solo funding the games.
Now, what we know about Spider-Man 2 is that it was $300 million to make, right?
Yes, it should not have been. It should have been like 200 million at most. I think God of War Ragnarok
You were
cost
saying
like
about indie?
Jesus Christ! Oh my God, Psalms! Thank you for the 50, dude. All right, well, there you go. I guess I'm watching indie. All right, thank you so much, man. What can I do? I got to do something else. I feel like. You know what? I have a plan. Let's do it. Oh God, it's muted. Hold on.
I am completely.
Everybody vibe out. Let's go.
Woo! Script for this video. Why am I still getting hate?
Yes, sir.
Scarcer. So from now on, I'm going to report
God,
the news.
yeah,
Let's
say
go
whatever you want
back
about
to
Rich.
stories.
This is a great song. Let's go. Yes, sir. God, it's so good. I love it. You are exposed. It's so good. You're gonna expose me, Mr. Seven? I wish you luck in that. It's so good. Although that picture of Rich, not so much, but either way. I've been exposed by jtech, exactly. This song is for me, not for jtech.
Some exposure.
God, I love it.
Expose myself
To you. To you.
to you. E-X-P-O-S-E. Exposed.
I should put this on the soundboard, honestly, just so I don't have to look it up every time. Alright, we're gonna cut it off there. It's so good. If you drop 50, will you expose the foots? No, I will. No. You're gonna have to pay a lot more than that. But seriously, Toms, thank you so much for the 50, man. That means a lot. Thank you so much, dude. Zoomers have bad taste in music? Yeah, kinda, honestly. As a fellow Zoomer, I do agree. The taste in music can, yeah.
What we know
It's questionable.
between fiscal year of 2021 and 2022, Sony was not able to get $300 million from the PC market without adding Bungie's revenue.
Okay. So, again, I have to ask, does this mean that PlayStation, like the PlayStation exclusives on PlayStation, are making so little money that you have to crutch off PC ports? Like, that's my question here. Because why are you why are you saying PC ports have to earn enough money by themselves to pay for Spider-Man 2? Like, and I know you're saying, like, oh, well, the PC gamer said this was going to happen. Who was honestly saying that PC alone would make enough money for that? Like, if they go day and date, then yes. But releasing them years later, obviously not. No, nobody's saying that. Oh, man. I mean, no, not yet. Not yet. We got to keep going with this. I don't get it, man. Logic is completely out the window on J streams. Gonna finish the Jolly Rancher real quick. Celebratory one. Who wants one? Let me know. I'll send one through the microphone. Oh, man. Excuse me. Sorry about that. It just had a hankering for one. I know it's unprofessional to eat on stream, but I had to. I'm sorry.
They were able to get only $250 million, which is $50 million short than what they wanted.
Okay.
That means that would not have been enough to make a game like Spider-Man 2.
Okay, but Spider-Man 2 shouldn't have cost $300 million anyway. You know? Like, there is no. I guarantee this is
Sony
like.
forcefully refunded Ghosts of Tsushima to those who pre-ordered it in countries without PSN. I got €60 in my valet and no game.
Damn, that sucks, Marco. Thank you for the for the 250. I appreciate it, but yeah, that sucks, man. They force refunded it. I mean, it's the right thing to do if they're gonna mandate PSN, but at the same time, why just don't mandate PSN? You know, shouldn't have costed 200 million. Now, it could have costed 200 million, honestly, but you have to consider God of War Ragnarok costs what was it? I think it was around 200 million. Hold on, let me see. God of War Ragnarok budget. Yeah, 200 million. There's no way Spider-Man 2 cost 50% more to make, especially considering it was a far worse game. Maybe it's the licensing. It's got to be, but even then, Spider-Man 1 only cost 100 million. I don't know if it's they're trying to make the environment super dense and stuff and everything super detailed, so it costs more. Or maybe they just dumped into marketing and that's why. But either way, a game should not cost 300 million. It's what's that thing called? Does anybody know what it's called? You learn about it in economics, where it's there's a chart of let me see if I can look it up. Hold on. Chart of efficiency and effect. Is this what it is? No. Chart of efficiency economics. Because there's a chart. It's kind of like this. This wasn't what I was thinking. But it's something like one of these, where it's basically imagine you have a chart, and it's it goes up and down. It's like a bump, okay? And then, I'm trying to explain this without drawing. I should pull up Paint. Hold on. Let me pull up Paint and draw it. Let me switch my screen real quick. Alright, that. And nope, that's the wrong button. Switch screen capture to Paint. Alright, so it's you have a chart, right? And it goes like this. Like a stock graph. Bell curve. Well, no, it's a bell shape. But yeah, no, so here's what it is. So it's you have cost, and then you have you have profit. I can't write with a mouse, by the way. And it's the more you put into it, the more you'll get back up to a point. But then after a while, if you put too much into it, you get diminishing returns again, and it goes back down. I can't remember. Nice up. Shut up. No, chat. No, you need to be bonked. I don't have a bonk on the soundboard, but you know what? Let me just I flicked the mic. Hopefully that works. But yeah, I'm sure you guys have seen something like this before. But it's you can only put so much in before eventually you put too much in. It becomes less efficient. Once you put too much money into a game, it starts to be a detriment. And I feel like Spider-Man 2 was an example of that. Because weren't people questioning if it was even going to make its budget back or not? Spider-Man 2, God of War Ragnarok was right around here, but then Spider-Man 2 was kind of over here somewhere. Because I've always said more money and more time for a game is a great thing, but I've learned recently that more money is not always the best thing. There's a cutoff, and then after a while, more money starts to become a detriment because you're just not going to make it back. And there's no way the game is going to sell well enough, especially when the game is being sold on only one platform. What's he making us care about economics? I'm not trying to make you care about economics. I'm just trying to show you what I'm talking about. Oh, man. All right, hold on. Let me swap it back to Jay. Real quick. No, not the whole screen. There we go. That. All right. Yep, that was economic lessons with Clussy. Clussy teaching me better than my actual college tutor. Yeah. You know what? That's it. I mean, I did already plan on becoming a teacher in the future, but you know what? I'm gonna drop out of YouTube. I'm gonna quit YouTube. I'm gonna make an educational channel. I don't have a master's in education. I don't even have a bachelor's or anything. But you know what? I'm dropping out of college, quitting the channel, making a new educational one.
Plus, they're getting trickles amount of that money. Whereas though the PlayStation Store is on a weekly basis bringing in $300 million.
What do you mean trickles of money? They're still getting 80% or more of the revenue. What are you talking about? No, don't quit. I'm not gonna quit, guys. Don't worry.
So if you're bringing in $300 million on a weekly basis versus you're only getting under $300 million from the PC division yearly, you're not making enough
lip smack on
money in a quick amount of time to get us more games or to instill confidence in Sony that the PC is viable enough to put certain games over there.
Well, my question for you is, Jay, if that's the case and it's not a good enough incentive, then why do they keep doing it, you know?
Mission failed. We'll go next time.
You know, if it's such a bad idea and it's not working, why do they keep doing it? Am I wrong? Like, please tell me if I'm wrong. But like, if it's such a bad idea, why do they keep on doing it? Explain that to me. Plus, Sony is obviously not, like with Helldivers, like, again, you're not going to make enough money off PC to solo fund a game unless, pretty much unless it's day and date. Which again, Helldivers, perfect example. Look at that game. It's after, what, 3 or 4 months of being out, it's already the 7th most, seventh highest earning PlayStation game of all time after just 4 months. And guess what? That game launched day and date on PC. It's almost like if you don't wait years later and actually launch the game on PC day one, you're going to make a lot more money. Who would have thought?
After
$300 million is not an incentive? Apparently not.
Amounts of backlash against the entire Last of Us series from the PC community specifically. PC fans.
Well, I mean, with The Last of Us 2, it was backlash from everybody.
Do not like The Last of Us Part 1. They don't like Last of Us Part 2.
But PC gamers like The Last of Us Part 1. It's just we didn't like how bad the port was. It's not that PC gamers like hated the story or anything. It's just the port was absolutely terrible.
Companies need to stop making $250 million games. They need to go back to basic gaming formats.
I agree, Cheeseburger. Thank you for the 5. Yeah, because you know what? Hold on. What was the Helldivers 2 budget? Not builds. I'm fat fingering the keys. I'm sorry. Between 50 and 100. See, look at this. Between 50 and 100 million, and it's unironically like one of the best games I've ever played, and definitely it's probably the best live service game I've ever played, honestly. And I can say that after like 4 days of playing it. Sorry, I didn't mean to click on Dreamcast guy. But yeah, I can confidently say they lived up to their goal of creating like the best live service game I've ever played.
Crazy idea. How about 1 or 2 games that are $100 million plus and then several AA and indie level titles? But I guess that won't make all the money.
Exactly, Censor. Thank you for the 5. Yeah, that's what they need to do. Like, honestly, this is why I feel like double A games are just better for everyone. They cost less to make. They're often better because, you know, the devs are incentivized to finish it before it comes out because they're charging less for it. And then people have to pay less and they're getting more for their money. Or at least, you know, you know what I mean? But I like double A's and indies are just the way to go. Like this whole crap about like $200 or $300 million like AAA games. It needs to slow down. People need to stop spending this much money on games because you clearly don't need to. You can make amazing games by spending like even less than 50 million. I mean, look at a game like Pal World, for example, or Lethal Company. So like these smaller games that are absolutely great, or like Bloons is another example. I'm just looking through my library right now. Party Animals, even Phasmophobia. Like you can make great games with smaller budgets, and arguably that works out better for everybody. So I really do hope Helldivers 2 is the beginning. Or Hi-Fi Rush is another one. I hope like Hi-Fi Rush and Helldivers are like signals, especially Helldivers, that like, hey, maybe tone back the budget and just make great games that cost less. And like, you can have some microtransactions, but like not many. And then, the community's happy. People are more willing to spend money. Like, I am far more willing to spend to like buy the microtransactions in Helldivers than I am in like Call of Duty or something like that. Because Helldivers 2, one, it's cheaper, but two, it's just such a better game, and I absolutely love Arrowhead as developers. They're amazing. That's another thing. Is like, if I like you as a dev studio, that will make me want to support you even more. So, point is, I really feel like these budgets need to be toned back. Unless, I mean, who knows? Maybe Spider-Man 3 will end up costing like $600 million. I have no idea.
I don't know.
That would make too much sense. That is true. We can't be making too much sense. Also, we have 110 people in here. Thank you all for showing up.
They used to love watching us play fucking.
All right, see you later, Otendo. You're just frustrated. I understand, man. See you later.
The original game, but now they don't like it. So, with that being said, this screenshot confirms they did not meet their goal. And if they didn't add Bungie's revenue, they would have looked really, really bad as far as estimating that they would be getting $300 million.
I mean, you mean kind of like how they overestimated the PlayStation 5 sales, and then you guys didn't come through for them on that? Does that mean does that mean that just gamers in general aren't buying enough PlayStations? Does that mean PlayStation is dead? No, it couldn't be. No! I screwed it up. I can't believe it. No. I hit the wrong button. I was supposed to hit you die, but I hit wrong. God, streamer fail. All right.
Clearly, from PC, which is not a lot in comparison to the PlayStation Store. What I'm saying here.
Yeah, it's not a lot, but again, you're comparing the revenue made from games ported years later, where all the interest is lost, to just the entire store. Remember, it's not just PlayStation first-party games, it's all the games on PlayStation that are, earning that money.
I love when fanboys try to act like they have a bachelor's degree in business.
What's up, Spec?
Hey, what's up?
How's it going, man? Ugh.
I'm okay. I finished Tales of Kenzera Zao this morning.
Nice. I know you've been enjoying that.
That game made me cry.
Yeah, I heard.
At the end. Holy shit! I can't wait to talk about it next week.
Everybody, say hi to Spec.
Hi. I won't be long. I'm not trying to derail.
It's like, hold on. Let me find that clip real quick. I love this clip.
This last couple of weeks has been a fucking train wreck.
Is it gonna be? Yeah. Hold on.
Now it is my honor to introduce the.
Yeah, I love. Hold on, wait. Let me screen share with you. I love this clip so much.
Okay, hold on. Let me see it.
It's so good.
Oh no!
Spec is on. Thank God. Am I really that unbearable without Spec?
No. I'm filling Caden's
All right, here
shoes.
we go. Hello. Thank you, Mr. Biden. Hello. It's just dead silent for like 5 seconds. Just.
Okay, that's funny.
Hello.
Literally a Bethesda NPC.
It's like they couldn't let the music drag out just for a little bit.
Yeah, no, it's
bit.
So good. they just is expecting that I was expecting wide walking. No, I don't blame you for expecting that. That would have been pretty funny, but
you know what I was expecting? I was expecting him to go, I love refrigerators.
Yeah, I love refrigerators. Oh man, no. Hello. It's so good.
Is that it's better to focus on your house.
Won't lie, only PlayStation exclusive I've been interested in was Bloodborne.
Okay.
Thank you for the 5, Butterboy. Yeah, honestly, at this point, that's besides God of War Ragnarok, that's really the only one I'm interested in anymore, getting like a PC port.
Somebody else's house. Why are you investing in their house when you could be investing in your own house? For years, people have
why not both?
Why exactly? Why not both?
Station to play the best games. I don't think that ever needed to stop. But for some weird ass
flip smack. I got my drink. Gonna back it up as well.
The best games. I don't think that ever needed to stop. But for some weird ass reason, the powers that be over at Sony thought that this was a great idea.
Yeah. Guess what? It's because they like money.
Yeah, so I think that, like I said, like Reforged said, I don't think the tribalism against PC gamers is a good idea, given they make up the large majority of Helldivers' player base.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't think this is smart to try and play that card, buddy.
Yeah, no.
And like I mentioned before in another stream, it was that, all of these, he's showing these screenshots and shit, but he ignores the fact that Sony did make $2.5 billion just on PC sales alone in 2022. So those screenshots that he has there are null and fucking void.
Well, I don't know which is true though, because are the screenshots that he had like official, or are they like made up?
I don't even know.
Because you look it up, it says they made 2.5 billion on PC. But
literally just on PC back in 2022, the year that he's trying to use.
Yeah, but then that said only like 250 million. So
and if that's how much, and if that's how much they make just by porting older games, imagine what would happen if they actually wait day and date. We're seeing that with Helldivers.
Yeah. Honestly, I would go as far as to say not just Helldivers and multiplayer games, but just single player games in general. If they launched
absolutely, they'd sell like hotcakes.
If they launched day and date on PC, they would sell better on PC than PlayStation.
Oh, 100%.
I would go as far as to say that.
And Sony clearly can tell that because they're restricting it from other countries.
Yep. They're getting,
that's the funny part.
Yep. They're pushing harder than ever for PC now. It's just they've had this hiccup with the PSN thing, but they are pushing hard for it, especially after the wild success of Helldivers. Which, by the way, I just like to check something real quick.
Port for PSN in those countries.
Let's go to Steam charts real quick. We have Helldivers 2, right there, 98,000 people, or 110K 5 minutes ago. Now let me boot up Helldivers real quick, because Helldivers is one of the last games in existence that actually lets you see the player count in the game, which I think every multiplayer game should do. So give me one moment while I boot up Helldivers, because keep in mind I have crossplay turned on. So whatever number it shows is going to be PlayStation and PC. As soon as it stops scanning my computer and digging into the OS, of course. 20% on PS5, maybe less. We're about to find out. You know what? Here, let me...
Yeah, let's try it.
I'm going to leave Steam charts up on the screen.
Let's play his little game.
I'm going to hop in here. And let me go over to the map. And let's see just how many people are playing Helldivers right now. 110,000 on PC, right? So let's go here.
Currently.
Let's
I think Rambling
out.
Entertain does that. I think Rambling Entertain does that on Twitter. Hang on.
Ah, damn it, we failed the major order. That sucks. We failed the major order, man.
Oh well, there's always next time.
All right. Okay, the next major order is decommission automatons, so we can do that. There's 110,000 people on PC right now in Helldivers. There's 165,000 on in the whole game, meaning that well over half of the players on right now and on most of the time are PC. PC is literally keeping this game alive.
Yep.
Not single-handedly, PlayStation's still contributing. But
yeah, and I don't get why this tribalist mentality against PC gamers are going on right now, considering how, I said, they make a large majority of the player base.
Yep. And I hope Helldivers shows Sony, hey, put your stuff day and date. We have money and we will give it to you.
Get rid of that stupid ass PSN requirement.
Yeah,
I almost said it bad.
you can swear on this.
No, I was gonna say retarded.
Well, there you go. You said it. Beautiful.
Well, yeah, there we go.
You can say it. I don't care.
Yeah,
I just can't say it. That's why they bent the knee. That is why they bent the knee, or that's
that is exactly why they bent. I didn't make 2 videos on it for no reason.
Yep.
I was
all we're waiting for is for it to get relisted in the countries.
I was so fucking angry.
Yep.
I woke up to that news and I was just
Demonetized, guys. This is so sad. Please give me money so I cannot be demonetized. No, I'm kidding.
Everyone.
See, I'm gonna be
for
100% real with y'all.
Am I on Discord? Yeah, I am in a Discord call with Spec. Every time I go live, there's a live room in my server.
Yep.
So we're in there.
Before this data came.
Sony chose communism. It failed. Wrong. They chose to be part of a republic and not a democracy.
Oh my gosh,
Would
I'm
tell
literally
me.
looking through my store right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm literally looking through my store right now, and Stray, the physical copy of Stray, has Indie Game of the Year, Game Awards 2022 on the box.
Oh God.
Oh, Jay, just,
Hey, it's good marketing material, I suppose.
Yeah,
oh, man, they're gonna
Yeah.
make so much money.
News this year has been fairly negative after February. It feels like it, honestly. Feels
yeah,
like
for the most part.
ever since Helldivers came out, it's pretty much been downhill.
That's because these companies they start fires, but they want to hide their hands.
Yeah, pretty
That's
much.
the problem.
We're gonna have so many games now. 4 years
Mhm.
later. 4 fucking years later. We got this.
Some of
data.
us were waiting
I
for like
broke it
9.
Yeah, but go off.
down real quick.
Helldivers 2 Game of the Year. Honestly, it's my game of the year right now.
Honestly, yeah, it's pretty close. If it wasn't for I'd say Hellblade. Helldivers and Stellar Blade have a high chance.
And then I think Hellblade has a pretty good shot as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, even despite the firings and everything, I
I
think
hope-
it's cinematic and all that. So I think people are
Though-
going to really enjoy it.
Though a part of me hopes that Zao gets nominated for at least Best Narrative, at least in my opinion.
Yeah.
At the very least. But again, Game Awards aren't to be taken that serious. So hey,
Power World's going to be your game of the year. I enjoyed Power World, although I haven't gone back to it in a couple months. It didn't like fully grab me, but it was
Hades,
crazy what it did. So
Hades 2 is looking to be
yeah,
pretty good
Hades
right now.
2 as well seems like it's going to be insanely good.
I'm gonna be
so.
playing that. I had to buy a capture card because Decky Loader fucked me.
Yep, I remember that saga. That was fun.
I hated it.
All right, let's keep going.
They're not
Yes.
making a lot of money on PC. They're not making it in a quick amount of time to give us new games. As
Okay, well, evidently then they're not making enough money on
Then
PlayStation as
isn't
well.
either.
Yeah,
Exactly.
If they're again, why does PC have to be the end all be all for whether you get games or not? Like if
Probably
they're
because
if you're
they
not
know
getting
that-
if you're not getting enough from PC, you're not getting enough from PlayStation either. Evidently,
For real, like holy shit, bro.
Like he doesn't even realize how stupid he sounds.
yeah.
Like if PlayStation games were truly selling so well, then like where are the games? You know, if all they have to do is make a lot of money and then they'll make more games, then I mean clearly Sony must not be making a lot of money from its PlayStation users either. So
console gamers. If anything, we're losing games.
uh-huh.
Because they're looking at the PC community and how picky they are, and they're looking at them like, oh, y'all don't like The Last of Us. Well, if we
No, we didn't like The Last of Us port because it was
yeah,
awful.
the port was hot garbage. Yeah,
The port was absolutely terrible. It has nothing to do with the game
Mhm.
itself.
bring out The Last
Yeah,
of Us
people love
multiplayer,
The Last of Us
we
Part
have
1.
to include you guys in that launch. You're not gonna support the game. The game's gonna flop. We're gonna lose a lot of money. So in
What?
order to
How does that make what? Wait, hold on.
well, if we bring out The Last of Us multiplayer and we have to include you guys in that launch, you're not gonna support the game. The game's
The Last of Us 2 isn't even on PC.
not yet. Anyway.
So they wouldn't be included. So if The Last of Us multiplayer came out, PC wouldn't be included. So what does PC have to do with anything?
Mhm.
It's almost like the game was just in development hell for a long time, and they just
No
couldn't.
shit.
They couldn't get it off the ground. It's almost like it had nothing to do with PC. Dude, you can't be this stupid. Like
He
I
is.
refuse to believe you're this stupid.
I don't.
Oh my god, I'm just hoping and praying.
gonna flop. We're gonna lose a lot of money. So in order to stop us from losing a lot of money, we gotta cancel the game. So who's impacted by that? The console gamers. We lost the game because they're looking at the PC fans and saying,
Again,
what-
what does this have to do with PC? The Last of
Seriously.
Us, it was going to be multiplayer for The Last of Us 2, which isn't on PC. What does The Last of Us 1 PC port being bad have to do with anything? Like literally,
I'm
what
not
does
so
that have
hard
to do
if
with
Game
anything?
of the Year is given
Seriously.
to indie or a game. And that's looking like a real possibility.
Yeah, Censor, thank you for the 5. Yeah, I hope an indie or AA game wins Game of the Year, honestly.
That'd be great.
They really should.
It would shatter the narrative of AAA games so
it's
hard.
delusion. It really is delusion. He's actually completely delusional. He's crazy.
He's that stupid.
It's wild.
But you guys,
like, no wonder this got 195 dislikes.
Right?
Like, Christ almighty.
Because he fucked with the wrong people.
And we haven't even talked about PlayStation, PC, PSN.
No,
we haven't even talked about that yet. In fact, you know what? Let's go ahead and skip to that for now.
PlayStation owners don't buy games XD.
It
seems like it, Devastator. Thank you for the 2.
It's really just all fucking coke. That's all it is.
Let's skip to the Helldivers 2 backlash. Because that's the thing. We've been doing this whole time. This hasn't even been about Helldivers 2 this whole time.
It's literally just been about bitching about PC players.
Now let's actually talk about Helldivers 2 and see what he has to say, because this is probably what my video is going to be on.
To disable account linking, but he knew that the players knew, and there were disclaimers that you needed a PSN account. But
they were hidden in the legal. The disclaimers were hidden in the legal information. Even Xbald himself said, "Yeah, that was BS."
Yep.
Like
I think Red Dragon even did so.
Yeah, even Xvault, Reforge, and the Red Dragon, even they said, "Yeah, that's BS." They hid it in the legal agreement, and on the website it said it was optional. Like, if those guys are calling Sony out, you know something went terribly wrong.
Yep, cripes. Anyway.
They did not remind PC fans enough. Because they thought that they were all fucking adults and they would fucking read.
So what do you mean?
Like
So Jay, every time Jay is the type of guy where every time he updates his iPhone, he reads all like 100 pages of the agreement.
Right? Literally.
Like, dude, nobody does that. And this is like the ultimate corporate bootlicking. Oh, well, actually, you didn't read the legal agreement that nobody reads. So what? So that was actually
worse.
That was actually your fault. No, no, honestly, this is worse. Because even Xvault said that it was BS about the whole legal agreement thing. Even he admitted that.
The most recent one.
I don't know about the most recent one, but at least Xvault sided with PC gamers on its BS that you have to read the legal agreement to even know that. Even that they changed their website. Jay is literally saying we should have read the legal agreement. Like, no, dude.
Fair enough.
You know nobody does that. You know nobody has time to do that and that nobody wants to do it. That is complete BS.
Gives a shit.
And I know that whenever you have to agree to something to play a game, you just hold down the stick and go all the way to the bottom and then hit accept. I know that's exactly what you do. Because nobody, except for like my 80-year-old grandparents, read the full terms of agreement. And even then, I don't know if they do it.
I don't think so.
It's like, let me see if I can find that family. Yeah, I'm not even going to do it because I might get claimed. But you know that Family Guy clip where Peter's trying to help Quagmire connect to the internet on the computer?
I think so.
And he he's trying to update his Mac, and then he says it's foolish to not read.
jtech is lying to us or himself?
Both, Piers. Thank you for the 2. He's lying to everybody, himself, us, everybody. But yeah, and then Quagmire's trying to update his computer or whatever, and then Peter's like, "Oh yeah, just skip the agreement." And Quagmire's like, "Oh well, that's just foolish." That is literally what jtech is right now.
The only Family Guy clip I remember is the last time I remember a clip with Peter and Quagmire together. Quagmire goes, "Peter, it's making me watch."
Us 50-plus-year-old grandparents do read I Don't Trust Corp. Rev, do you really read all that? Dear God.
Didn't.
I'm so sorry.
Sir Gideon Offner reads the TOS. That would be hilarious. If I could figure out how to make that work, that would be great.
That would be fantastic.
Going to the next part of the paragraph, he says, "We knew for about
he's literally foolish. He's a bit foolish in it.
6 months, before launch, that it would be mandatory for online PlayStation titles. So 6 months before they launched,
the devs knew that. PlayStation knew that. We did not know that.
They already
read it correctly.
That connecting the PlayStation Network account on PC was going to be mandatory for PlayStation titles.
Yeah, they knew that. We did not.
So then why did PlayStation at the time of this whole controversy switch the terms of service a day after this whole thing started to blow up?
That's the extra kicker. After it blew up, they switched it to make it look like they were in the right.
This statement to me feels like a crock of shit.
Yeah, it is. Just like everything else Jay says, it is.
So he's basically confirming what I've already said. They knew.
No.
The PC fans did.
No, no.
No, they didn't. No.
Don't get it twisted. Jay, you're twisting the words. The PC gamers did not know. Sony knew. Look at this. It was my decision to say, yeah. I'm not sure players were aware of the requirement, and we didn't talk about it enough.
There's what it says right there. I did not
knew
ensure.
for about 6 months before the launch that it would be mandatory. We knew. The developers and Sony. PC gamers had no idea. That's why they got so pissed about this.
Though, side note, I wonder how much it's going to take for Arrowhead to buy the IP back and just go indie and say fuck them.
Dude, I hope Arrowhead's able to get the IP back. Honestly,
yeah, I say they get the IP back and then go full independent.
If there's any indie devs watching for whatever reason, which I'm honored by the way, thank you. Please don't sell out to publishers or anything.
Self-publish your games,
short-term money and they'll offer you benefits and stuff. But it's just not worth it. They're gonna milk you dry and ruin you.
Yeah, they're gonna fuck you over more.
Imagine if Arrowhead had full control and the IP and everything. The game could be the best game ever made. It could literally be one of the best games ever made.
Absolutely.
If it's already this great when Sony has control of the IP, imagine how great it would be if Arrowhead themselves could just do it.
Yeah, they'd rival Call of Duty and they'd even rival Left 4 Dead in terms of co-op.
Yeah, honestly.
Disclaimers on Steam. There were disclaimers in the PlayStation official trailers. We all knew. They knew too.
Whoa, no.
I'd let's go verify that real quick.
Let's go to the trailer actually.
Let's Helldivers 2 trailer.
Honestly, I should have used him as a
launch trailer. Here we go. Let's go to the end. Yeah. Wow. So we have to look at this little thing down here. Sorry, guys. You didn't read the fine print, idiots. PSN account required. Dude. Yeah. So you have to read the fine print. And even then, when you first of all, nobody reads the fine print, so that's complete BS. Second of all, when you log into the game, it told you it was optional.
There's a little skip button.
All anybody cares about is what is presented when you log into the game. And unless you this is not blatantly stating it. This is some little this is the equivalent of those medication commercials when they read off all the side effects in 10 seconds about how you're gonna get cancer and your heart's gonna explode.
Mm-hmm.
It's complete BS. Dude, you can't say that this is we actually knew from the start. Shut up, dude. No. It's a little tagline right here that nobody reads.
Thinking,
seriously,
the PlayStation
but
Network.
that's not PC gamers being grown up enough, I guess.
And on top of that, it literally, when you go into the game, when you first go into the game, it literally
the writing is smaller than jtech's IQ. Yep, the font for the writing is smaller than jtech's IQ.
That's it's like Discord. You go to Google. It's like you go to Google Docs and it just shows the Arial, the amount of text. It just goes down to 1.
Yep, honestly, hold on. It's silent.
Publishers contacted you, and you're getting, they're talking to you about numbers and limits and stuff like that. Most publishers want 30 to 70% of your income from your game.
Yep.
30 to 70%. Some of them want 100% upfront until they recoup their costs of marketing your game.
Uh-huh.
The question that you need to have answered, this is the most important question, is
Pirate is so
will
based.
their help lead to profits above and beyond the revenue cut that they're taking?
Uh-huh.
If the answer is no, or the answer is I don't know, you don't need a publisher.
Yep. And on top of that, you just shouldn't do it if you don't want to sell your soul.
Again, self-publish your games, folks.
If you want full control over your...
never relinquish Helldivers because resistance and SOCOM and Killzone are deader than a doornail.
Yeah, that is true, Censored. Honestly, thank you for the 5. Yeah, they're never going to give it up.
Them. I still say fuck them, but that's just me.
Yeah, but yeah, no, do not under almost any circumstances do not sell your game. Do not sell out to a publisher.
That's why Dead Space died for so long.
Don't see the dollar signs up front and think, hell yeah.
Please no. No,
like
fuck
it's
that
not
shit.
worth it. You're gonna ruin your reputation, and the publisher's gonna ruin your game, most likely.
Quick disclaimer is only for PlayStation gamers that have PlayStation Plus. But in reality, they were telling you needed a PlayStation Network account as well.
Yeah, in tiny little font that that's
smallest
almost the
font
same
known to
color
man.
as the background. That literally gets partially covered up by the YouTube bar as well. Yep. They tell you in the last 5 seconds of the trailer in this like Arial 8-point font. Damn. Sorry guys, I guess we're too stupid for not seeing that.
You may not pay for Plus, but you needed an account.
And also, again, it wasn't required from the start.
So they knew. Everyone knew.
No.
We didn't.
There it is.
And don't act like you knew either. I guarantee you didn't know.
I guarantee that he had to look it up before doing this.
Yeah, I guarantee he had no idea, and I was trying to say, oh, well, everybody knew, idiots.
They didn't know. Like I said.
Yeah, exactly, and the FAQ said it was optional. That's the other thing. Literally, the FAQ said it was optional on PC.
So if you have anybody to bitch at the game facts.
Yeah.
Paranoid take from him. Stop.
What is jtech yapping about? Apparently, we have to read every little legal disclaimer.
There, make them wait longer.
What did you watch?
Make us wait longer? Okay, but then you won't make your seventh highest grossing game of all time in 4 months. You know, like Helldivers would probably be dead right now or close to dead if it wasn't for PC. Like let's be 100% real. Helldivers would probably be dead without PC.
It is what it is.
Yep.
And they surely would not have continued the support this well because it would have made so much less money.
No. Yeah, not as long. Yeah.
What?
Say jtech hates gamers? Yeah, he does. Yeah, exactly like Shadow. And then on top of that, they were selling it in countries that didn't have access to PSN. But apparently it was still required, you know?
I can't agree with that. Quest, we're going to have to split different ways on that one. I'm not going to be calling nobody out their names. Dude has done the best he could for this game. So I disagree with how the name calling, bro. I'm not going to do that.
The Arrowhead guy did exactly what he should have done.
Yeah.
He didn't.
Quest,
you
said
the Arrowhead devs are based.
He did exactly what he should have done.
The only lesson Sony here needs to learn is not work with Arrowhead again.
Yeah, no,
Quest,
that's
man. Don't go crazy on me.
Yeah,
bro.
no. Even Jay disagrees with that
You're
one.
saying some crazy ass shit.
Yeah, no, that's completely wrong.
Why would they not, bro? You're not making sense, bro.
Yeah. This is like the one time I think I'm gonna agree with Jay, like ever.
If the whole entire trailer,
Bro, you're not making Quest. You like, bro. You don't comment a lot, but I understand why you don't comment a lot. You're not making a lot of sense, bro.
True.
I'm completely against everything.
Honestly,
you
if
say.
anything, honestly, if anything, it should be the other way around. I hope Arrowhead doesn't work with Sony again after this shit.
Yeah. Honestly, because they'll have built up their reputation enough.
Yep.
Well, hopefully, maybe they can make their own new IP and like do it on their own. Who knows?
Agree 100%.
Yeah, that'd be
with
great.
Everything you said.
1000%.
Nothing you said made sense.
Maybe they can make Heaven Razors or something. I don't know.
Viper Reaps Corner with the first super chat of the stream, 199. You said Helldivers 2 dropped on February 8th. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the development knew that it was going to require them to have PlayStation Network accounts on PC 6 months in advance.
Yep, the developers
knew that they reminded people in the trailers. They reminded
people.
No.
No. They didn't make sure to remind people. They put it in little text at the end of the trailer and in the legal agreement. And on the FAQ page, it said it was optional. They did not make sure to remind people. If they were making sure to remind... They would have, if making sure to remind people would have been like putting a massive post about it on the Steam page or something like that.
Yep.
They did not make sure to remind people. They did what like
if I
pharmacies.
had to work with a publisher, then I'd probably work with Mad
Mhm.
Mushroom, cause as Mungold is likely to be more fair, possibly XD.
Probably Devastator. Thank you for the 5. Anyway, what was I about to say? Yeah, see, I'm
They
not like
probably
Alex.
would have dropped off.
Oh yeah. I can't. Wait, what was it? Sorry, God, I'm not to the point.
jtech makes you stupid.
Basically, yes. Yeah, that's what it is. My brain has run. I can't even remember what I was just saying. Yeah, forget it.
It's on the Steam page. But they disabled they disabled the account linking at launch so that players could play the game.
But therefore proving it was unnecessary.
That's my only problem with it. I don't think they should have been nice to the PC community, because this is one of the reasons.
Of course you think that. Of course.
Yeah, not even shocked.
Can we get an of course or an OFC spam in the chat, please? Can we just get an of course spam?
That's why your game is getting leaked all the time. Your game got data mined. Your game is getting hacked. People are giving out vehicles in the game to console gamers that you don't even have that update.
Oh no, we can access updates sooner. How terrible!
The pity.
What a shame. Yeah, there we go. That's what we love to see.
Official yet, and we got that like month or two ago. So there's a reason why all this bullshit's happening when it comes to like not being able to keep secrets about content, because you thought it was a good idea to disable the account linking. If you had that type of DRM protection in there,
account linking is, my God, it's not for DRM. It's literally just to boost PSN sale or numbers.
That's literally all it is. It's only to improve monthly active users.
They already have one of the strictest anti-cheats possible.
Yeah,
and
if not the most.
And if PSN being mandatory was so important, they would have just delayed the game, or delayed it on PC at least.
I don't even want them to do that.
No, absolutely not.
Fuck that.
It would stop anybody trying to tinker with your fucking game.
No, it wouldn't. Even if PSN, because guess what?
I
It was
want to
still
do salt content, but I don't have a camera. It's hard for me to get screenshots due to lack of PC, and my Twitter situation is complicated.
Thank you for the 5, Dragonclaw. I mean, hey, I started out just recording my content on my phone.
Arrowhead moved to make ODST version of Helldivers.
Thank you for the 5, Butterboy. That would be interesting. I don't know if they'd be able to do that, but that would be interesting. But I literally started just with iMovie on my phone, so you can start from wherever.
I still use iMovie now. That's the funny thing.
You can start from wherever. I mean, look at me now. Just over 2.5 years later, and I've got 11,500 amazing people.
A little bit
Beautiful.
more, and you'll surpass King Thrash.
That's the next goal, and then I think after that is the fat bastard Saltiest Gaming.
Yes.
Like, I don't understand PC devs, and I don't understand devs that like PC gamers.
It's almost like everything you say about us is wrong, and that we actually do support the games a lot. You know, it could just be that. But what am I saying? It's preposterous.
But what the fuck do we know? Most unorthodox.
What do we know? We're only the ones who bought like half of Elden Ring sales and half of Cyberpunk sales.
Poor PC players. Sony game fails. PlayStation players most affected.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Damn, what a shame. How could PC players do this?
Fucking disgraceful.
You may like them, but they don't fucking care, bro. They're still gonna pirate your game. They're gonna hack your shit. They're gonna data mine your stuff.
What's wrong with data mining?
That's still a small.
That's been a thing for years, and if anything, data mining gets people more excited for the future.
And again, it's still a small chunk of the fucking PC player base that does it.
Jay was in a previous stream. Jay was saying Helldivers 2 doesn't get pirated. That's different because it's multiplayer and like you can't pirate that. But now all of a sudden we're pirating it. Notice that?
It's because it has anti-cheat, so we can't.
Yep. Exactly.
They're gonna mod your stuff even if you want them to play.
Yeah, I can't believe you've done this.
The game as is. They don't care, man.
I mean, clearly we care about the game more than you guys do.
Humanity. Mods, the fucking humanity.
Literally, the player count alone shows we care more about the game than you guys do, but okay. Yep. And plus, wouldn't a data miner be like one of the most dedicated people to the game? You know, I'm just saying. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but, you know, data miners seem like pretty dedicated people to me.
You do something nice for them.
Where's the evidence? There is no. You know what? Hold on. You guys know what's up.
Mm-hmm. And that's a nice argument, Senator. Why don't you back it up with a source?
Yep. Hold on. We got that.
Nice argument, Senator. Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that
If
I
anything,
made it the fuck
requiring
up.
PSN would make it easier to cheat and break the game considering Sony's track record.
Yeah, exactly, Censored. Thank you for the 5. Exactly. But yeah, let's play it again for the people in the back who didn't hear it.
Nice argument, Senator. Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
I'm definitely using that clip
Beautiful.
in the video tomorrow.
Yeah, get a voice. Yeah, make it a voice mod. That'd be great.
I'm definitely using that in the video tomorrow. He made it. He made it up. It's fiction. It's a total fabrication.
Yeah, his digital footprint when it comes to that kind of stuff isn't looking too good.
They don't care, man. This should be a lesson to all devs. Do what you need to do to protect your fucking game, bro.
Why do you think indie devs still port their games on Steam?
Is he missing the fact that they literally have an anti-cheat so strict that the game takes like 20 seconds to boot up and it digs like into your operating system?
And on top of that,
they
like,
literally
one
have
of the
the strongest possible protection on this game.
Yep.
In fact, you know what?
That's
I want to see something real quick. Hold on. Let me go to the Steam page. Hold on. Let me see if there is.
I also love how he talks about how, oh, this is a message to all devs. You got to do whatever you can to protect your fucking game.
Yeah, no.
Even though the best game that's currently going on our early access right now that is exclusive to Steam is fucking Hades 2.
Yeah, exactly.
It's almost like if you make a good fucking game that people will buy it and not pirate that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. What a concept.
But yeah,
Holy
isn't End Protect one of the like strictest anti-cheat, like anti-piracy things out there besides
I have no idea.
Denuvo?
I don't look that shit up.
I don't know, but I know it's extremely strict. It's just like not as bad as I don't think it has as bad of a performance.
I don't think it's like
Denuvo.
nearly as ridiculous as like Denvu or
God damn it. For Christ's
Look,
sake.
you're covering jtech. Look, you're covering jtech, okay?
Can we get a Denvu?
We gotta bring that up.
Can we get a Denvu spam in the chat, please?
Damn Denvu.
These guys is gonna, they gonna end up not pirating your shit or stealing from you or leaking your stuff, man.
Most of us don't.
No, bro. Just do what you need to do to protect your own investment, man.
Well, evidently,
They do. That's why they're on Steam.
I mean, games like Elden Ring just has easy anti-cheat, right? And guess what? It had like no piracy protection, and it still sold the most copies on PC.
Oh yeah.
I wonder what that's about.
Or how about half of Capcom's revenue is, take a guess, on fucking PC.
Yep, and they don't use really strict DRM, so.
And on top of that, except for recently Dragon's Dogma 2, they made some of the best PC ports.
Yeah, honestly.
Like that, it makes
Until
absolutely
Dragon's Dogma
no
2 anyway.
fucking sense when you think about the first part of the paragraph. Like he's trying to help them out. Like,
no, you're
the
not.
fuck?
What? That's what I'm wondering about this.
Like they already don't have to pay for PlayStation Plus. Like,
yeah,
like why are you helping them out even more?
Yeah, it's
bro?
great. Yeah.
Yeah, why would you want to help out your most loyal customers and supporters? You know, why would you want to do that?
All right, buddy. This is where I'm hop off. I gotta finish up work.
All right, man.
Just I gotta. Yeah, I'll be in chat.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah, I'll
man.
be in chat. So have a good one, man.
All right, you too. Everybody say bye, Spec.
New vid suggestions XT.
Thank you for the 2 Devastator. I'll take a look. We might watch that later. We'll see. Perhaps. 1 second. All right.
Goodness.
He's trying to cover himself. He's trying to cover himself, which I understand. But at the end of the day, this is a disaster. And
it was a disaster.
One thing I will say is that Sony needs more. This is why Sony needs to acquire Arrowhead, because they're thinking like a PC developer that's buddy with the PC community.
Oh no. What a terrible thing. They're in good standings with the community. How awful. Like, dude, are you listening to yourself? I mean, evidently not. Then again, I would be surprised if you couldn't hear yourself because you're screaming, but whatever.
You should not be thinking that.
But yeah, no, I don't think Arrowhead would let themselves get bought out by Sony, especially after this. Like, I don't see that happening, and I hope it doesn't happen.
Boy.
They are.
Yeah, I know they are, but they don't need to think that way anymore. Sony needs to acquire them, and they need to take full control.
I
Because this
hope
shit
not.
should never happen again. Putting your games on PC is a guarantee that your shit's going to get pirated. If you can protect...
Okay, and it's also a guarantee you're going to make millions more in revenue, but, I mean, okay, we'll ignore that. You know what? There's like, yeah, you know what, man, forget about it. The 3 people who pirate it, that's way worse than the tens of millions in money you can make. You know? Absolutely. What a terrible thing.
You know, that investment from that.
Yeah, exactly, Light Shadow. Now he likes acquisitions. Now he likes it.
Going down the drain by piracy, then do what you need to do. If you need to have a, account linking situation that will protect your game from being pirated, make it more difficult for the PC community, do it.
Again, Jay was saying that Helldivers 2 didn't get pirated much, and it was an exception because it's multiplayer and PC gamers like multiplayer. Now, all of a sudden, it's getting pirated a ton. Yeah, I just love how it switches depending on what he needs.
Do it. Why not?
Also, they already have DRM on their game, and it's a very strict DRM. The PS account linking was completely not necessary, and if it was such a big issue, they would have waited until they would have not made it optional, you know?
Why not? Yeah, Lucci, exactly. They're learning the hard way that the PC fans are not your fucking friends.
I mean, neither are you guys.
You notice that we're not doing this on our console? Like, I still have access to the game?
It's because you're a bunch of cucks. That you're a bunch of corporate cucks. That's why. Imagine bragging that you don't stand up to a company when they try to screw you over. Just imagine bragging about that. Oh, well, we're so nice to our company. You know, screw the PC players for actually fighting for what they want. You know, we're just going to sit here and take it from Sony. Like, Jesus Christ. He actually thinks Sony's his friend. That is wild to me. I accidentally... damn it. I went back by accident. Hold on. Where was it? We were like here. Yes, Swagger, I do think that.
Lucci, you notice that we're not doing this on our console? Like, I still have access to the game?
Yeah, it's because
you're not going to
ponies.
delete the game. You know? The game's still on my hard drive.
Okay.
That was the last game I checked into, besides Stellar Blade. The game's still on my hard drive. It's not going anywhere. 215 hours in. It's not going anywhere. I completed the game. 100% got the platinum in February. You know, what is it, February? Yeah, the end of February, I got the platinum at the beginning.
Here we go. He's breaking. Yeah, can we get an M spam in the chat, by the way? Yeah, spam those emotes. Members, there's a lot of members in here. Please spam those emotes. Please, I highly encourage it.
You know, and still went on to play the game multiple hours after receiving the platinum.
Oh, wow, well, look at you.
Long story short, most of these dudes don't even got the platinum. If they or
how do you know that?
Percent the game on PC, and if they do,
and also, yeah, do you really think that most PlayStation gamers have the platinum? That's just not true. Most PlayStation gamers do not. Yes, spam the M's. Yes, spam them. Yes. In fact, you know what? On. We got to get more people in with the spam. Hold on. I'm gonna gift 5 more memberships. Give me 1 second. I am going to do this, and then do this. Membership gifting. All right. There's 5 more memberships to the people who just got those. Join the Discord and spam those emotes. There you go. Good stuff. All right. Let me go back over to here now. Cool.
They definitely shouldn't get their money back. Because if you spent that amount of time on the game, they
well,
100%
evidently Steam and Sony disagree because we got our money back.
Completed.
Also, if you're being sold a product, so you mean to tell me if you're sold a product and then you can't access it later because of some random change, you shouldn't get your money back? Dude, this guy's the ultimate corporate slave. It's insane.
You should not get your money back. And I don't know what the deal is with the Steam refunds. We're going to find out hopefully this week. But, bro, if they giving out They giving back Sony's money, bro. There's a problem there.
The problem is that Sony tried to screw over everybody. It has nothing to do with people wanting refunds.
Just playing the good guy, making Sony look like the bad guy.
Well, all I'm gonna say, man. At the end of the day, just stop putting your shit on PC. You don't have to worry about Steam.
They're not going to.
Taking 30%.
They don't take 30%. They take 20% or less.
You don't have to worry about PC fans crying about every little thing, because they truly do.
No, we don't. We don't even cry. We just, we stand up for what we believe in. We stand up for democracy. It is crazy. Helldivers 2 is about standing up for democracy, and then you're gonna give PC gamers crap for standing up for against evil and for what they believe in. Yeah, exactly, Butterbot. Let's get an L spam. Let's get an L spam. Also, Psalms, thank you for the 2. I think Brian just didn't want to read that out. Unfortunate. Let's get an L spam, please.
Your game is not the perfect port. They're bitching and moaning. And they're not even your primary console. Sorry, primary platform.
We're the primary platform for Helldivers, that's for sure.
And they're bitching and moaning how a port turns out.
Yeah. Oh no. How terrible of us to complain when something isn't worth our money and we want it to be better. What a terrible thing. All right. What do you think, guys? You want to move on to somebody else? Are we done with Jay for now? Type 1 if we're done with Jay. And while you guys do that, I'm going to go get some water real quick. I'll be right back. Hold on. Let me put up the screen. All right. Be right back. Alrighty, we back. Oh, man. Alright, so, yep, I see we are done with Jay. Roger that. We will get the hell out of here. Alright, who are we doing next, though? That is the question. Let's go to the polls real quick. Also, new members, don't forget to join the Discord. Link is in the members community tab section. Don't forget to do that. Alright, hold on 1 second. I need to go over to here. And then poll, start a poll. All right. Who next? All right. MBG, DCG, or Crap Gamer. All right. Let's do this. Everybody, Pokemon go to the polls, or CS go to the polls. Either way. Hold on, wait, Gar was asking something. Was he in chat? Or alright, either way. How do you get free memberships? I don't know if he has it. I don't know if there's something you have to do to unlock it. But at least for me, every month I get to give away 10 free memberships. And it's just you go to your live chat, you go to the money symbol, and then you go membership gifting, and it'll tell you, oh, you have free memberships to give away. Is Gar right here? I gotta see. I don't see him. Either way. Excuse me. Oh man, all right. MBG is winning by a landslide.
In the words of Sun Tzu, only way to kill a Helldiver is Eagle 1.
Exactly, Butterboy. Thank you for the 5. The only way to kill a Helldiver is Eagle 1. Hey, what's up, Gara? All right. Yeah, I just saw the DM. Okay, let us go to MBG then. This is going to be fun. Or not. Now, again, like to dislike. Not looking too hot. So I'm interested to hear what he has to say on this. Also, everybody say hi to Gara. Be very respectful to him. Be very respectful to our nurse.
The stream yesterday did not go the way I had wanted it to. It was like, look, my streams are normally pretty disorganized, you know,
True.
pretty free flowing, but yesterday it was a little too much, and I put it for members. So if you are a member, you can still view that stream, but this is gonna, I guess, kind of make up for that a little bit. Keep it a little bit more. Not necessarily.
I'm gonna have to. I have so many members at this point. I'm probably gonna have to start to do like member gaming streams or something, like playing Helldivers or something like that together.
Really concise, but just a little bit more organized. So, well, I'm glad. Yeah, for those who were able to tune into yesterday's stream, I'm glad you did enjoy it. Boss got too high. No, he was okay, actually. Boss was okay after yesterday.
I love his cat, by the way.
Happy.
His cat's the best part of the stream.
I even gave him a little bit more catnip at night. And yeah, so he...
He talks too slow. I don't...
Yeah, he
I don't
enjoyed
necessarily think so.
But today, we have to talk about this situation with Helldivers 2. We talked a lot about it yesterday, obviously. And one of the things that I did say yesterday, right now there's basically a war going on.
Yeah, exactly. This guy in the chat, you guys can't see it, but this guy in the chat said it's Sony bent the knee.
There's a war going on between Sony PlayStation and PC gamers.
Yes,
and
this is true.
You know, one of the things that I said yesterday is that I am not so sure that Sony's going to actually bend the knee here, because
that aged incredibly. I mean, I wasn't fully sure either, but damn, that aged poorly.
They already pulled the trigger. You know what I mean? Like when it comes to PC,
they didn't, because the mandatory login wasn't going to be applied until like the 30th, so they didn't pull the trigger yet.
Sony already pulled the trigger and shot themselves in the foot by announcing that that's what they were going to do. But then they also decided to bend the knee after they shot themselves in the foot. And I think there's a lot more to this.
Yeah, pretty much.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, they that's basically how it went. Yeah, they shot themselves in the foot, and then they got down on their knee to like tend to it. But then, like, by getting on their knee, they gave up. So, yeah, I guess that is a good way of putting it.
Like, I don't know that this is something I'm going to continue to talk about beyond today, unless we get like other updates. But I have quite a bit that I want to say, because there is, I want to talk about it.
Guys, I'm not, even when I turn 21, I am not interested in drinking. The most I'll be drinking on stream is like water or apple juice or something.
In a more broad sense, we're going to do that. But I also want to tell you guys how this is making me, as a PlayStation 5 player, as a console player, as somebody who supports the PlayStation brand through the console. This has left me with some feelings.
And let's hear those feelings.
I'm going to try my best not to be too dramatic about it.
All right. This should be interesting.
You know how it is with me. Sometimes the emotion just flows, and
sometimes it feels like you have you're called mental breakdown gamer for a reason. It feels like you start yelling at least once every stream.
Keep it totally under control. We'll see what happens. But for those who are not aware,
you forgot I was 20 for a sec. Yep, that's everybody's biggest shock for what they hear about me is how young I am. People usually assume I'm older.
PlayStation on their official Twitter account.
I remember when I first met Minx, she thought I was in my mid to late 20s. Nope. I was only 18 when I met her.
10 hours ago. So this was actually, this was at 12 a.m. So clearly somebody had to rush in over there at Sony.
Uh-huh.
They were probably busy, I would say. Not a very relaxing weekend for people at Sony.
Yes, I am younger than you, Butterball. Statistically, I am younger than the majority of my viewers.
But they say here, Helldivers fans, we've heard your...
I remember when I met you, I thought you were the same age as me. Yep, that's usually what people assume. I think it's because of my voice, honestly. I think that's it.
Feedback on the Helldivers...
Did I see him get giddy over the Xbox closures? I did not see that. We might have to check that out.
...to account linking update, the May 6th update, which would have required Steam and PlayStation Network account linking for new players and for current players beginning May 30th.
Yes.
It will not be moving forward.
It will
We're
not
still
be.
learning
Yes.
what is best for PC players, and your
Can
feedback
he not put
has
it
been
up or something?
invaluable.
God, this is one of the reasons his streams are so boring. It's just his face and nothing. Like, can you at least throw it up on the screen or something?
And for your continued support.
You're gonna be 43 soon. Sheesh.
Support of Helldivers 2.
Old. No,
and we'll keep you updated with future plans. I meant to bring this up. I want to read to you what the CEO. Let me see. Where's he at? So in response, the CEO says here
43 last month. God damn.
So he quote tweets what PlayStation tweeted out, and he says, "Firstly, I am impressed by the willpower of the Helldivers 2 community and your ability to collaborate. Secondly, I want to thank..."
It's still weird when I realize how old my audience is, because even though I am an adult now, it's still weird to think that people 10 plus years older than me are watching me. It's kind of crazy.
Thank our partners and friends at PlayStation for quickly and effectively making the decision to leave PSN linking optional. We together want to set a new standard for what a live game is.
Get to it.
Let's go check the replies underneath the PlayStation post. Huge W for gamers.
True.
I would say yes, but I would add a caveat to that. Huge W for PC gamers.
I mean, yeah.
This is not a W for console players. And I'm going to talk to you guys about this because...
but at the same time, it shows that if you do speak with your wallets and you push back enough, you can actually get stuff done. So I do hope console players learn something from this.
I honestly...
How old am I? I am 20.
Feel that this is... I think Sony did so much...
I wouldn't do scripting for videos of mine because I suck at scripting. I can be very blunt at times. I'm also very off the cuff about many things.
Thank you for the 5, Dragonclaw. I don't do scripts either. It's just whatever you want to do, really. I couldn't do scripts. It would just... The amount of time it would take would drive me insane.
Necessary damage to their entire...
Swan 20
player base here. And I'm going to explain to you why.
I just got out of sophomore year of college. I'm back at my parents' house right now.
So, firstly, I want to acknowledge that...
Honestly, I should just put that... I should add to my about section an FAQ or something. It always blows people's minds when they hear I'm 20.
Yesterday I said... Again, I know the stream isn't up, but yesterday I said, and I'll reiterate, that if it were up to me, I would have not decided to do this with Helldivers 2 because, well, what's quite surprising...
What do you mean, you wouldn't have reversed it or you wouldn't have done it in the first place?
Is that, how could somebody...
Q&A stream at some point? We could do, for 11K subs, I did, a Q&A community post, so, yeah, something like that.
Sony PlayStation, how could you not realize that by doing something like this, 3 months after the game has been out in all of these countries where people are playing, how could you just not very clearly see that this is going to create a lot of backlash?
Yeah, okay, he's actually being based. Wait a sec. Hold on. Wait a second. Is MBG actually being based?
Scary. Shiver me timbers. Shut up, man.
Ignoring the shut up, man part. Shiver me timbers. What timeline are we living in? MBG's actually making sense. mega base gamer. Let's not go that far. Let's not call him base yet. But wait, he's actually kind of based right now. Yeah, he's using logic, guys. This is the difference between somebody like MBG and jtech. MBG can actually like think critically sometimes. Not often, but sometimes.
I find it
wait for it. All right, I'll wait for it.
To believe the more, especially seeing the end result here, I find it incredibly difficult to believe that whoever made this decision did not realize
that
this was obviously
agree.
going to happen, like the backlash.
Are we sure this is MBG? Maybe it's an AI. Who knows? But either way, yeah, I completely agree. How did they not realize this was going to be a terrible idea?
That should have been the first thing that popped through their mind.
I agree.
They decided to pull the trigger on this.
Yes.
So what I would have done in the first place is just, hey, don't do it.
Black Cobra has become a member.
Hey, thank you, Black Cobra, for being a member for 13 months. Appreciate it.
Where things get hairy, right?
All right.
If I were to decide to do that, where it's like, listen,
gross, he spit.
This is going to create a lot of backlash. A lot of people are going to be unhappy. We're going to get review bombed. We're going to get shit on all across the internet.
We are no longer in the canon, boys. Yeah, this is not lore accurate MBG. This is like a spin-off MBG.
A rampage. If I were to make this decision, I would have to realize, like, you can't go back now.
Yes, you can.
Because if you do, you did a full 360.
No, MBG! No, he lost it! No! Oh, no, he lost it! Everybody spam L. Oh, spam L, please. He lost it! No! He had it! You know what? I still haven't added this to the soundboard, but I need to... Hold on. I gotta hit it. Oh, no.
You blew it! You had it all and you blew it!
It literally the same clip I used for the Sony situation. No. You told me you did, Devastator. Oh, man. He had it. He was so... we were on the verge of greatness. We were this close.
Face, MBG already look NPC.
That is true, Black Cobra. Thank you for the 2. He kind of looks like a Starfield NPC, actually. But either way. Damn it. Yeah, he blew it. He completely blew it. So, let me get this straight. You wouldn't have done it in the first place, but if you did do it, you wouldn't go back. Why would you not go back? That's like the worst possible. That would have been the worst case scenario. What do you mean you wouldn't go back on it? It's a canon event. You can't stop it. Let's see. True, Gara. True. It's a canon event. If I interrupt it, the universe will collapse. We have to let them keep doing what they've been doing.
To make this decision, I would have to realize, like, you can't go back now.
Yes, you can.
Because
they literally did.
You did a full 360 and only hurt yourself.
That's not, by the way, I hate to be this guy, but it would be a 180, not a 360. You know? Because a 360 would mean you went in a circle and then you just kept doing the same thing. Whatever. But either way, dude, I can't believe it.
In the process. And actually, believe it or not, I think this is damaging to their console.
Oh my god, no, he's losing it.
Base. I do.
How is it damaging to the console player base that PC gamers don't have to sign into an account? How is that? Oh my god. He's lost it. He's completely lost it.
Huge for PC players.
Yeah,
this is such a massive W for PC players.
It is.
Honestly, good luck, Sony. There's blood in the water now.
Yeah,
and
Sony's
again,
blood.
There didn't have to be blood in the water. Sony didn't have to do this.
Exactly.
But they did. And it's their blood that's in the
in this regard, and then he completely ruins it. I'm so upset.
Water. And PC players they know it. They know it. PC players now understand that if we get aggressive enough, if we get mean enough, if we
harder than Monica in the Oval Office.
I don't know that reference censored, but thank you anyway. All right, I have just been notified. I have to quiet down a little bit, so
Nasty
I'm going
enough.
to do
If
that.
we come together enough, Sony will bend. And you know what? Hats off to them. Well, not literally, but you know what I mean. You're saying it's not a big deal? You could not be more wrong.
True.
I know it's easy to think that, but no, this is massive and will have.
Did he say Bill Clinton? Did he say that?
You're saying it's not a big deal? Sony will bend. And you know what? Hats off to him.
Okay, yeah. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. Yeah, okay, I got it.
This is massive and will have repercussive effects on
My mistake, yep.
PlayStation.
Sorry, brain fart moment, my bad.
Has put a permanent stain on their PC presence. But I would argue, listen, I'm a console player.
Uh-huh. Yes,
I
you
have
are.
been saying for years, Sony, why do you make me pay for PlayStation Plus
Yeah, that is a good
to
question.
play online games?
Because you keep
Why do
doing
you make
it.
me do that?
You don't
And I
stand
pushed
against
back
it.
against that time and time again. I remember when Sony raised the price of PlayStation Plus. I freaked out about it. I'm like, what? Why? You can't even have a cheaper
Yeah.
alternative for people who just
Yeah.
want to sign up just so they can play online games on their PS5?
Yeah. It's BS,
Nothing.
right?
It's nothing. And PC players have been communicating to me for months and for years that, dude, PC is better.
Yeah.
PC is better because they don't do this stuff over here.
Yeah. True.
And what's so crazy about this situation is Sony, I want to read this last line to you.
Okay.
Like we really need to highlight this. You ready? Quote, "We're still learning what is best for PC players, and your feedback has been invaluable," end quote.
Yes.
I hope Sony is aware of the message.
Didn't he defend the price increase? No, I didn't. I don't think so. I think Jay defended it. I don't think MBG did.
Just communicated to not just PC gamers by saying that, but everybody, all gamers. We're still learning what's best for PC gamers. Well, please tell me, Sony. Please, what is best for PC gamers?
Not forcing
I'm
us
curious.
to do stuff we don't want
What
to
is
do.
best for PC gamers? Well, I think it's clear. What's best for PC gamers is no PSN account requirement
Yeah.
for Helldivers 2.
Yeah, that is best.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
Why don't you go look at the replies you're getting? Do you know how many people right now are saying, well, Sony, you should do this going forward?
Yeah.
No more account requirement. There should
Yeah.
be no account requirement.
There shouldn't be.
No PSN account requirement.
This is true.
So Sony is communicating to me, the PlayStation console player, that they're still learning what's best for the PC audience.
Yeah. Because
And
they didn't think PC was going to push back because they're used to you guys not pushing back at all. You can complain about it on Twitter all you want, but PC gamers, we get stuff done. We review bombed the game, refunded it. We talked to Arrowhead, and like Arrowhead worked with us. We did everything. Maybe not talk to them, but whatever. We like actually took initiative and action in getting a change made. You guys just complain about it on Twitter, but keep paying for it. That's the difference. Like when we want something, we get it done. You guys need to take notes.
Oh, it piques my interest. Okay. Well, I've been playing on console, and Sony has communicated to me what is best for console players. I want to know what is best for PC players. And if what's best for PC players also what should be best.
So if PC gamers are allowed
for
enough,
console.
Bloodborne PC port can be willed into existence.
Exactly, Butterboy. Thank you for the 5. Yep, it can happen. We will get Bloodborne PC. Might take a long ass time, but it will happen.
Players, because again, I'm
for PC
sitting
players,
here watching
massive Steam discounts.
Exactly. Thank you, Sam.
PC players don't have to do anything. They don't have to buy a PlayStation. They don't have to care about the platform. They don't have to pay for PlayStation Plus.
Yep, true.
But on top of all that now, they don't even have to make a PlayStation Network account.
Yeah, it's great, right? Isn't PC such a great place to be?
Meanwhile, if I look at that and I say, okay, Sony, why do I have to do all of those things for your console?
I mean, you need a PlayStation account, obviously, because, it's a PlayStation console.
Like, why do I have to do every single, like, I can't even...
Why do you have to do that? Because you guys don't fight back. You vote by, like, outrage on Twitter, but you don't vote with your wallets. And that's the difference. Again, PC gamers get stuff done. When we want something, we fight for it. And when we don't want something, we fight against it. You guys just complain on Twitter and then keep giving them money.
Expect... Like, this would never be... You get what I'm saying? This would never be a thing.
And also, I fail to see how this is an L for PlayStation gamers, but okay.
That's the whole thing. That's the whole point that I'm trying to make here. Is Sony made it clear that they are going to listen, which is not I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but they communicated the message. We will listen when you guys throw a tantrum on the PC.
Well, it's not even throwing a tantrum. It's, speaking with your wallet.
Marketplace. When you guys get angry and you lose it, we will listen.
Yeah.
And we will reverse our decisions.
Again, you should take notes.
So I just can't help but sit here and think, well, Sony, if you're willing to do that for PC players, again, people who do not care about your platform or your console, people who actively decide not to buy your products unless you bring it to them. You're willing to bend your own rules that you made for them.
Yeah.
Because you can't deal with the heat. It makes me think, you know what? Maybe I should do the same thing. Maybe we should do the same thing.
You should.
Why should they get special treatment when they are actively not supporting you?
Because again, we fight back in the way that hurts. We hit them in the wallet. They can't ignore that. They can ignore tweets. They can ignore even negative reviews. They can't ignore getting hit in the wallet. And that is exactly why we get it's not even really special treatment. It's just we actually know how to get stuff done. That's why.
The way that we are. PlayStation console players are supporting Sony in the biggest way.
Yeah. Exactly. But it's funny that you say that, because guess what? You're the biggest supporters of them. So why would they listen to you? Because you're going to give them money either way. PC gamers, they need the PC money, but they know that PC gamers, or they just learned PC gamers will fight until their last breath for what they want. You just answered your own question, basically.
This is how I see this. I've seen this before, guys. I've literally watched Microsoft murder their own platform and their own console player base in favor of other people and players who don't care about it.
Yeah. Guess what? It's because PC is where the money's at.
And that's a thing we are continuing to witness. I've been through this, man. Like, I watched how I know how this starts. And look, I would say people are a little bit more willing to accept some of the things that seem a bit, if not unfair, just a little bit anti-consumer. It's like, okay, yeah, if you want to play on PlayStation console, you're going to have to pay to play online.
Yeah,
people
that is anti-consumer.
Are a little bit more willing to be like, okay, whatever, I'll accept that. If they know that they're like, you're not trying to cater to anybody else. You know what I mean? You're opening your shop, you're selling a console, and you're saying, you come to us, and when you come to us, we have things that you can only get here. We have games you can only get here. We have an experience that you can only get here. And so because of that, we're going to leverage it and try to get a little bit more out of you.
Yep.
That is a little bit more understandable, even from the consumer side, when you realize that you can only get it there.
Yeah.
Once you remove that and you say, well, you can also get this over there. And over there, we don't impose these types of rules. We are willing to work with them over there. But over here, no, you play by our rules.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this is what Sony communicated.
Uh-huh.
If you go read the replies
PC
of
Gamers
PC Gamer,
Sony's Malevelon Creek.
You're gonna hate me for this, but I don't know that reference. But thank you for the 2 anyway, Butterboy.
There's a mass celebration happening right now.
No, Microsoft murdered their platform for DRM.
Kinda. Thank you for the 2 censored.
And that celebration extends to a decently large group of PC players basically shitting on console players.
Yeah.
You know, the console peasants. And I'm looking at this, I'm like, Sony, you literally validated that. You make a console, you have a console ecosystem, and you ask people, you tell people, you come and you play by our rules, but then you do this.
Yeah.
And
it's almost like you should fight back. You know, don't be mad about it. Just do what we did. You know, if you want to see actual change, it's like the Michael Jackson song. Change yourself if you want to. That's not how it goes. Whatever. You got to make a change somehow. If you try to fight back against them in like actual meaningful ways that they care about, then who knows? Maybe they'll actually start listening to you.
Again, it is a big win. Like, I'm not against it. If anything, it makes me think, holy shit, should I like reconsider PC? Seriously.
Yeah, you should.
Because if Sony is out here basically saying like, we will bend. We will. Good luck. Like, Sony, if you think this is not going to result in what Sony thinks it is.
Well, what do they think?
This is what's crazy to me is that we are witnessing once again the beginning of a corporation who spent decades creating a console ecosystem, creating a console customer base, and then deciding, well, we're not getting enough out of you anymore, so we're gonna go seek other customers.
Yeah.
And then basically giving those other customers better treatment.
Yeah.
Or at the very least, you know, again, being more willing to hear them out.
Yeah. This is why, they'd be willing to hear you out too if you actually fought back in a meaningful way again. But this is exactly why you should switch to PC. It's just better over here. You're even treated better.
And that is a fucking problem to me. As a PlayStation player, where it's like, Sony, what the hell?
I told people after Microsoft shut down Tango to cancel Game Pass and review bomb Xbox games like PC Gamers did with PS. Hit them where their money is.
Yeah, unfortunately, Black Cobra, I don't think that's going to work because it's not like they're going to unshut down a studio. But, I get the idea.
Exactly, Corey. Exactly. Like, dude, Sony needs to decide. Once you go into the PC space, you can't have it both ways, because it's true. PC is different. The audience is different. The player base is different. The expectation is different. And the reason why the expectation is so different is because, well, let's be honest, most PC players are accustomed to Steam. And the reason why Steam is so different is because PC is basically the Wild West, and Steam, when Valve created Steam, when Gabe Newell set that up, he realized that, you know what, there is, like, it's kind of chaotic here, and we're just going to have to embrace that chaos a little bit and be very willing to work with everybody here.
Also, yes, cat. Everybody type cat. Yes, this kitty back here is the one thing that's keeping me from going to Dreamcast Guy's video. Honestly, this little cat right here. Love them.
Steam does have their own rules, but they're very different. They're very different.
Yeah.
From the rules that you see in the console ecosystems. And this is exactly what I'm talking about, where it's like, okay, Sony, you want to have your own ecosystem, your own storefront, and you want to run it your own way by your own rules. That's your right to do that. But when you start to move away from...
If you say that you're saying on Xbox, what would you say? I don't care. You can say on Xbox if you want.
That and decide, you know what, we are going to actually start to interact and engage with a different customer base that operates on a different set of rules. I saw this coming, dude, at some point with Sony and PC. I didn't know when exactly it was going to happen, but I was thinking, like, at some point Sony's going to make well, I perceive it as a mistake just because I care about the console experience. Like, that's...
I fail to see how PC gamers catching a W is an L for console gamers. Like, you literally could make this happen if you guys didn't like it. You talk about Sony bending the knee to PC. It's like, yeah, that happened, but then like you guys are right behind them, bending the knee to them. You got to be the change you want to see in the world. If you're really so upset about this and you want change, then fight back against them.
What I've always played. And it's hard not to see it as a mistake when I've invested in that console experience, right? But it seems like I was always waiting for Sony to make that move where it's like, you're going to validate all of the people who don't give a fuck about your platform or your console.
Yeah, because despite us not caring about the platform, we make them a lot of money. And that's all that matters.
Validate them, and you're going to inadvertently, indirectly invalidate the people who actually are supporting that. And this is the first...
I mean, I don't think it's even invalidating them. It's just showing that, if you actually stand up for what you believe in, you can make a difference. But okay.
Real step in it. Now, I want to add this so people don't think I'm missing the bigger picture here. I want to make it clear.
Play the case
the
of
first
Kitty. Clip.
All right, Butterboy, I can do that. Hold on. No, god damn it. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, here we go. I love this. I love this trend so much. It's so good. Kitty! Kitty! Ah, it's so good. I love it.
Mistake was Sony doing this in the first place. The first mistake was Sony deciding, yeah, we're going to impose PSN on Helldivers 2 3 months later and pull it from like 177 countries. That's the first mistake.
Yeah.
I want to make that clear.
Yes.
That should have never happened.
Big mistake.
Sony should have been intelligent enough to realize you already took that step. You already conditioned people.
Yes.
You already played by their rules.
Yes. See, at least he's based in this regard.
Leave it alone. Start with Concord. Leave it alone. But they didn't. That's the point. They didn't.
Have I seen the barking cat? I may have. I don't remember.
For whatever reason, somebody...
Sounds like I'm about to go to sleep. Hey, man, I got to be a lot more quiet now. People are sleeping in my house. Or in parents' house, whatever.
Tony
you know
said
what I mean.
no.
People are sleeping. I got a text like an hour ago from both my parents telling me to quiet down. I didn't even see it, so now I feel bad. So, apologies if I'm much more low energy for the rest of the night. I kind of have to be.
We need to do this. And they did
it. Aurora Borealis, may I see it? Aurora Borealis at this time of year in this part of the country. That's not the order. At this time of year, at this time of day, in this part of the country, localized entirely within your kitchen.
And it is the...
Need some soundproofing? I know, I'm working on... I had this massive green screen from years ago. I hung it up, and it's not doing a whole lot, so I'm going to get some soundproofing tiles. Like, those old ones that, like, Minecraft YouTubers would have back in, like, 2014. I'm going to get some of those, and hopefully that fixes it a bit.
The worst... Well, I don't want to say it's the worst possible outcome. It's the worst outcome for Sony. Let's make that clear. The best outcome for the player. Because the player is basically now being told, just pretend this never happened. But you can't do that. Everybody knows this happened. Everybody knows, Sony, that you said we're going to do this. And then you got basically the shit kicked out of you on the internet by PC players.
Yeah.
And then you were like, never mind. We're sorry.
Yeah.
We're not doing that.
I'm sorry, coach.
And dude, I feel like as a console player,
egg crate foam for beds works too. I don't have enough egg crates, unfortunately. So no, I do not have a farm.
Who has supported PlayStation, I'm just shaking my head like, this is pathetic, bro. Like Sony,
it is pathetic, but at the same time, it's what they needed to do. Like, I'd much rather Sony be pathetic and like walk it back than not walk it back and just have a terrible reputation and screw over the PC players.
I could
yeah. No, mother, it's just the Northern Lights.
At least I could have more respect if Sony just turned to the console player base straight up and was like, we are going, well, I guess this is that in a way, but it's, again, they're speaking to the PC player base. Like, just
you can buy egg crates from the store, I think. Not where I live. Not where I live.
Like, you're going to treat them different and special. You're gonna be willing to play by their rules, but I'm not gonna be able to sit here and just be okay with that. Because it's gonna, like, if Sony revealed their hand to me here. And I'm not saying like, fuck Sony, I hate their games. It's always about the games, no matter what. Like, that's the whole thing. That's why I've been begging for a fucking showcase. I want to see the games. But when it comes to the business practices, the way that they handle their platform and how they're handling this situation with console and PC,
make PS Plus that free feature. Honestly, £100 a year for online is it really is. It really, really is. But again, the reason it keeps happening over there and PC players get out of these situations is because we actually fight back. Console players don't really. Like, I'm sorry, but that's just the truth. Oh, I hit alt. Sorry.
I am taking note of this. Definitely, okay, wow, Sony, all right. I didn't quite realize that this is how far you were willing to go.
Yeah.
But now I do know.
Yeah.
And that's going to live in my head. Going forward. How could it not? Like, now I am witnessing PC players come out and say, see, Sony ponies, see, console peasants, this is what happens. This is why we don't support console. This is why we look down on you, because we know...
Well, we don't look down on you. Except maybe sarcastically.
These companies will bend to our will.
Yes.
And I gotta be honest, that's a fucking strong proposition, dude.
Yeah.
Guys,
is MBG seeing the light? Oh my god. Holy crap. Wait, he's actually finally understanding that, why we're like this? Like, why PC players kind of have a superiority complex sometimes? Yeah, he woke up, exactly. Oh my god, wait, MBG is woke now.
Watched it happen in real time. Like, Sony came out and they're like, PSN account, let's go. You play by our rules, bitch. I'm like, okay, all right, well, Sony...
You guys should try it. I think it would work out well.
...is not fucking around here. They're telling people this is how it's going to be on PC. In 24 hours. We're sorry. No, you don't have to do that. We're so sorry.
I don't know if it was 24 hours, but yeah.
And I'm like,
it was
Sony,
very quick.
Get your shit together, bro. Like, what are you doing? You look like Sony looks like a fucking idiot right now.
Yeah.
As they should.
They do.
And
yes.
Again,
but
PC players...
I'd rather have them look like idiots than have them stand their ground.
Have every right to celebrate because they just made Sony look like fucking clowns.
Mm-hmm.
And as a console player, dude, I'm over here just kind of feeling like, Sony, what? Hiroki Totoki, do you have any idea what you're doing, bro?
I mean, he couldn't have been the only one.
This is some wild shit that's going on.
I do genuinely want to know, though, who is the idiot, the moron, the dumbass at PlayStation who thought this would be a good idea? I genuinely need to know. Like, it feels like they had an AI decide to do this. Genuinely. This was... I can't even put into words how bad of an idea this was. I can't believe they tried it.
Going on here. And I'm not trying to, again, I'm trying not to be overly dramatic about it where it's like, throw out your fucking PlayStation console. I mean, some people will tell you to do that.
I'm not going to say that. Absolutely not. Play on whatever platform makes you happy, whatever you want to do. I'm just saying that if you want the best experience possible and you don't want companies to screw you over, you should come over to PC.
Just pay attention. That at this point, I have to encourage the PlayStation fan base. Like, you need to pay attention.
Yeah.
To how Sony's going to operate going forward, because what they did bend the knee, man, and they didn't bend the knee to console players.
Yeah.
They bent the knee to PC players. People who said, no, thank you, Sony. I don't want your console. And I don't care about your storefront. And Sony just...
Yeah, we literally support them the least in terms of, like, we don't buy their... Like, obviously, we buy the games, but, like, we don't buy their hardware, or maybe we buy some accessories, whatever. We don't buy their hardware or any of that stuff. We will wait years for games to come out, and guess what? We are still the ones who get our way at the end of the day. I wonder why that is.
Bent the knee to them. Did they have to bend the knee? No. Is it understandable that they would after making such a ridiculous out of left field decision that was obviously going to piss everybody off? Yeah, you can see why they decided to bend the knee. But it's like, Sony, you what do you, like, you don't know what you're doing.
It kind of feels like it.
To me, that's what's so clear about this is, holy shit, Sony doesn't know what they're doing in the PC space.
Yeah, I mean, I think they have a much better idea now, but yeah, they definitely did not with this move.
And all they see is dollar signs. And this is the same thing that happens to every fucking company, that, like, they don't realize you just spent the past 3 decades meticulously building up a console ecosystem and a console player base where everybody who's here opted in for this and said, yeah, we're cool with the way you want to do things.
Yeah.
We enjoy it here. And you are now pushing them to the side. Well, it might not be like out of the picture, but just, okay, guys, you stay over there. We're going to go over there and do some business. And we just witness you make a fool of yourself.
Yeah.
You know, it's
again,
like,
well, notice the key thing you said right there. You said that you're opting in and that you're like, oh, we're fine with this. That's the difference. PC players are not fine with getting screwed over. A lot of console players are, which is exactly why this happened. So I genuinely hope you walked away from this understanding that. And I hope that, I just hope PlayStation gamers in general take notes and, like, try to make a difference now. I really do. Alrighty, guys. I think we're going to be done with MBG for now. Who do you want to do next? We got Dreamcast Guy and we got Crap. Hold on. Let me pull up the poll. Start a poll. I think we've heard all we need to from MBG. And DCG. All right, there we go. Pokemon go to the polls. CS go to the polls, whatever you want to say. Just do things at the polls. This will be interesting. Oh my god, it's overwhelmingly Dreamcast Guy. Jesus Christ. All right. Roger that. I understood. Pizza Face Guy. See, I don't like to make fun of Dreamcast Guy for his, like, acne and stuff, because I've had very bad acne in the past, so I know what's up. So yeah, all right. Well, I don't even need to let the poll keep going. Overwhelmingly Dreamcast Guy. Roger that. Hold on. Get out of here. All right, sick. All right, yep. Everybody spam the O's. Yeah, I can't do it because I'm trying not to wake everybody in the house up. But let's get an O spam. Also, give me 1 second. I'm gonna eat another Jolly Rancher. Nice pause face. This isn't even really a pause face. This is literally just the first frame of the video. It's kind of beautiful. Oh man. Alrighty, apologies for that. Take a sip of water and then we'll get into this. Alrighty. You should invest in a headset. I do have a headset. Or what do you mean, like headphones with a microphone attached? Because I used to record on that. But then I got for Christmas I got actual headphones and an actual microphone. Because it's far better. So yeah.
What's up, gamers? Dreamcast Guy here, and today we're
have a good rest of the stream. I have to get to work early, so I'm off to bed. See you later, Allie. Everybody say bye. See you later.
About PlayStation. What's up, gamers? Dreamcast Guy here, and today we're talking about PlayStation because as of last night,
all right, we'll do.
Sony has released a gigantic apology and a promise about the entire Helldivers 2 catastrophe. Now, in case you haven't been up to speed, I want to break down this mess.
Now, the main reason we're going over this is because in the thumbnail, he called it a Sony W, which is not what this was at all. This was a PC Gamer W. And just arguably gamers in general. But yeah, this was not a Sony W.
The solution and why I feel like this is a massive...
Why does he keep holding a controller? He just, I don't know. I've said it before. The Dreamcast Guy's channel is like the Dora the Explorer of consoles. Or of like console channels.
Win for gamers.
It's like you got to show exactly what's happening.
Worldwide. Are you ready? Here we go.
Did he make a hand gesture making the letter A? Hold on, wait, did he? Wait a second.
Helldivers 2 catastrophe.
Wait a second.
In case you haven't been up to speed, I want to
Why does he keep shaking his... You can't see, I'm doing it right now. He's like, whoop, 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 whoop. Like, why does he keep doing that? Oh my God, stop.
Apology.
Oh my God, wait, you're right. Oh my God, he did.
Last night, Sony has
released hold on, look
a
at this.
Gigantic apology.
He literally made an A with his hands. Oh my God, this channel is actually for preschoolers. Jesus Christ. He literally just made the letter A with his hands when he said apology. What's next? Is he going to start like signing? I mean, that would be kind of cool, honestly. But imagine he starts like every word he says, he makes the letters with his fingers. Like, Jesus Christ.
Apology. And why I feel like this is a massive win for gamers worldwide. Are you ready? Here we go.
I am ready.
Hope you're having a good day. If you could give
my body is ready.
This video a like and subscribe if you haven't already.
No.
So here it is. Helldivers fans, we have heard your feedback about Helldivers 2 account linking. On May 6th, the update, which would have required Steam and PlayStation networks to be combined, is now not going to be moving forward.
Yes, sir.
Now, let me explain what this is real quick for those who did not actually stay in the loop during the absolute chaos of the last 72 hours. On Friday, PlayStation said that in order to play Helldivers on PC, even if you already own it, even if you bought it day one, the only way to actually play it was to combine your login with a PlayStation Network account. But PlayStation Network doesn't exist in 177 countries.
Yeah,
which means
that was bad.
A huge
and
chunk.
By the way, I think there's 197 countries. So literally only 20 countries would be able to play this game.
Of the population that is already playing the game, that's loving it, that's completely getting crushed in the sake of democracy, it has been deactivated in their countries. So it's pretty awesome that the entire PC community and a lot of PlayStation...
that's the issue, is those countries are still delisted, so hopefully those get relisted soon.
Gamers united and said, hey, this sucks. They got hundreds of thousands of negative reviews in literally a matter of days.
In fact, let me check real quick. It was actually kind of crazy. Yeah, there's 600,000 total reviews for Helldivers 2, and of those, 335,000 are recent. And most of those recent reviews were review bombing the game out of protest. So yeah, that's absolutely crazy. They got like literally over 300,000 reviews protesting. That is wild.
So the fact that they actually are listening, to me, this is actually a huge sign that PlayStation is more in the loop than they were in the past. But here it is. We're still learning what is best for PC players, and your feedback has been invaluable. Thanks again for your continued support of Helldivers 2, and we'll keep you updated on future plans. Now, everybody is talking about the fact that this is so freaking great.
Yes,
not just for Helldivers 2, but it's good to see that gamers had a specific objective and they managed to achieve it.
Yes,
they did
sir.
it just by communicating the fact
I guess you could look at it like a weekly objective. We had like 3 days to get this decision reversed, and we did it. So now we all earn our copies of the game back. Let's go.
This is people that already love the game, that want to financially support it, that are PlayStation fans, saying, hey, this directly sucks. Wow, for all the heat they got, PlayStation is the only platform I've seen alter major plans based on player feedback. Hopefully this changes some minds.
I mean, I can also think Xbox did this when they tried to double the price of Xbox Live Gold, and then within like 24 hours they went back on it because they got so much backlash. So this isn't the first time this has happened, but it's definitely the most recent and notable thing.
Like, a lot of people are talking about this. Here is the CEO of Helldivers 2. This is the creative director and the head of Arrowhead. I was actually most curious what he said.
Is it worth to play Helldivers 2 even if you're cautious of the anti-cheat? Yes, definitely. I mean, the real security issue with the anti-cheat would have been if this move went through, but it's not going to. So, yeah, I trust it, and hundreds of thousands of, millions of other people trust it. So I think it's fine. If you're uncomfortable with the anti-cheat, obviously you don't have to get it, but I think it's fine.
Said he has been very openly vocal against this change because obviously Helldivers 2 is a masterpiece. It's silly, it's gory,
it's a
it's
great
bloody,
game.
It's so good at just making random stories without having a story on its own. But
yes, sir.
He has been talking a lot on social media about the fact that he feels bad that PlayStation, as much as they helped make the game and fund the project and help it come to life, he feels like it sucks that now they're getting this blowback because of this weird PlayStation requirement.
Yeah.
And here it is. Firstly, I am impressed by the willpower of the Helldivers 2 community and your ability to collaborate. Second, I want to thank our partners and friends at PlayStation for quickly and effectively making the decision to leave that PSN linking to be optional.
Yes.
We together want to set a new standard for what a live service game is, and
They
how
definitely have done a
developers
great
and
job at it.
community can support each other to create the best game experiences.
Yes.
This is so cool that he's straight up like, you know what? This did suck. Like, the thing I keep seeing some people say is the idea that they were even trying to force PlayStation logins seems so pedantic and pointless anyways.
Yeah,
like,
it was
what was
pointless.
PlayStation's actual goal?
Yeah, that's
to
a
spike
great question.
signups? To
Yeah,
make it so
no,
that
that's-
when you buy Helldivers 2 microtransactions, you buy it directly through the PlayStation Store?
No, it was literally just to boost PSN numbers. That was it.
Like, it just doesn't make sense. Now, this is a
They actually made a meme. I was just saying, I haven't even seen this meme yet. Yep.
This major order was honestly so real, the best so far.
Exactly, Butterboy. Thank you for the 5. Yep. Major order, regain positive reviews. Exactly. There we go.
It's very, very big. Helldivers 2 Media is actually, they've got almost 50.
Which, by the way, to all you Helldivers out there, I'm very disappointed in everybody. Then again, it was probably partially because of this, but we did not reach our major order goal today. So let's try to get this one done. We got to kill all those bots. I believe in us.
50,000
For
followers.
democracy.
And they do stuff where they tweet updates, they talk about major orders and stuff like that. If you haven't played it, these are essentially like the weekly quests. It's typically stuff like trying to attack planets, trying to destroy a particular area, or rescue a certain amount of civilians. And so this is actually a pretty good Photoshop.
Don't blame
New
you. I
major
blame.
order just
Don't worry.
dropped.
I blame everybody collectively.
We must now reverse the negative reviews because it has the potential to be Game of the Year. I do love this. This major order Photoshop is so great. Restore
You're
the
sick
honor
as a dog.
of
That
Helldivers
sucks, man.
2 now that democracy is saved from the tyranny of Sony.
Yep.
That is a 10 out of 10 joke. For liberty, for Super Earth. So,
Exactly.
we'll see how many people go back and change their reviews from negative to positive. Just my opinion. If you got the time, it'd probably be good on the devs to change your review from
I agree.
negative to positive.
I do agree with that.
I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I think good on them. They are reversing the damage. I
Yes.
think they deserve a good tip of the hat. But Yeah, here's the instructions on how you can do it. For anyone who wants to try and do it, you can go to the review and edit it and click it and go and change the thumbs down to a thumbs up. Okay,
review,
cool.
Honestly.
So here's one of the interesting things is all the different sites.
Kind of crazy. This guy just said it down here, but it is crazy just how strong the Helldivers community is. Like, it's kind of wild.
Technically, just talk about...
Like, Helldivers has got to have, like, the strongest community I've seen in a while. Like, what other game tried to pull some BS like this and got away with it? Because, like, plenty of other live service games have tried to pull some BS on customers, and they usually get away with it. Like, this is the first time I think I've seen it not happen.
How to break games, how to fix
democracy is non-negotiable. Exactly.
Games, how to do stuff like this one. Pirate Software, they talk a lot about game development and stuff. They have been railing against this for the entire weekend, and they are taking this as the much
EA and Star Wars Battlefront 2. Yeah, kinda. I think, yeah. No, that is true. I think that's the only one. But then again, I think that only happened because Disney got pissed at them. But, you know, because it came out right before The Last Jedi, so they didn't need the negative reception. So I think that was mainly because Sony or Disney got super pissed at them.
To really bully a billion-dollar corporation into walking back on their current plans. This is still so cool to me. Look, I've said this before.
Yes, it is
vote
morally
with your
correct.
wallet is one of the most important aspects of video games.
I do agree.
Buying the games you want, buying the DLC you want, getting a season pass if you truly believe in a project. But more than anything else, being able to speak up. Something I hear occasionally that always just makes me roll my eyes is when people say, why do you care? It's video games. Why do you care?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. The same reason I don't want movies to suck. I don't want albums.
I mean, I feel like it's valid in some cases, but yeah, definitely. In this case, it's why do I care? It's because I love games. I love Helldivers. I don't want to see it go down this path.
To suck. I want my favorite bands to create cool stuff. My favorite book series, I want them to have a satisfying conclusion. I care about art. I care about where I spend my money. So when a corporation like PlayStation, where I do so much of my
a lot
gaming,
of the peeps reporting forget the territory part. Yeah, to be fair, I think this video was made just after they walked it back, so we weren't aware of the whole like delisting thing yet.
The platform begins to just suck for no reason. I think voicing our complaints...
from Classic Collection pissed you off. It pissed so many people off. What a disaster. Dude, that was such an easy slam dunk. I don't remember who made it, but that was such an easy slam dunk for them.
There are 122 countries without PSN and 177 that can't play Helldivers 2 and GOT. Something isn't adding up.
I don't... You know what? Hold on. I think it's 177 that can't play it. Hold on. How many countries? It's 195, and then it's 177 that can't play it. So that's 18 countries that have access to it.
Especially on a big public platform like YouTube, I think it's actually important to making the industry suck less. So I think it's good that people just realized, okay, this is not necessarily a PlayStation problem, but it is a PlayStation solution. Great reminder that players' feedback does matter, and when you make it clear, results in positivity for everyone, whereas defending corporations' bad decisions online does not. This is a good point. There are people that just ruthlessly try to defend Xbox or PlayStation or Nintendo. And I think...
I mean, Dreamcast Guy doesn't necessarily defend them, but he does simp for them quite a bit. I mean, again, let's go to the thumbnail. Open a new tab. I mean, look at this. Sony W. Like, he doesn't necessarily defend the companies, but he loves to, you know, give Sony like more credit than deserved, you know. Let's continue.
You know, everybody likes to pick a team. It's fun to cheer it on like a sports thing, but when a company starts making decisions,
that's 181 countries that can't play Helldivers 2. Sony blacklisted 4. Oh my God, yeah, no, they gotta go back on that.
Not just hurt their games, but hurt their players. I think the most vocal critics should be the ones that typically enjoy it. And in this case, the fact that everybody actually came together, even a lot of PlayStation fans straight up said this sucks.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay, the last tweet I want to look at is one that is kind of funny. This is Clyobrow. This guy, the most hardcore Xbox fanboy. I like his content a lot, though, because he does voice criticisms, and he basically made a parody of the PlayStation tweet, but he's still mad that every Xbox game is now coming to PlayStation.
Yeah, of course
so
he is.
He's been calling it Order 66, the fact that we have damaged our own brand and our own hardware. Plus, we made all discussions since then horrible. So we've decided we're not going to be bringing Xbox games to PlayStation.
Yeah, he wishes.
Now, obviously, it's just a silly tweet. He says right here, I just wanted to make this a silly joke. But it is funny, the fact that when it comes to happiness and sadness, it definitely seems like PlayStation is willing to pivot. Xbox will never listen to fan feedback, and especially when it comes to something like Nintendo.
I mean, Xbox gamers aren't voting with their wallets, and plus, I mean, it's kind of foolish to get upset about games going to other platforms, you know? But yeah, I mean, Xbox might listen if people actually voted with their wallets, which I feel like is the key thing a lot of people are missing here. PC gamers voted with their wallets, and they voted with the devs as well. That's definitely part of it, is that the devs were a huge help during this whole thing. But yeah, console gamers tend to not vote with their wallets. PC gamers do.
No, I mean, I don't feel like you could ever get Nintendo to budge on anything. I mean, Nintendo won't even put their games on sale hardly. I mean, I want to buy Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, but that shit's still $60, and it's been almost 10 years since it came out. But
yeah.
What do you guys think about this? Is this as great as I think it is? Because this seems like a massive freaking W. But tell me your entire thoughts.
It's a W, but not for Sony.
In the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like, share with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already.
I will not be doing that. All right. Anyway. Yeah, so this was a massive W, but not for Sony. Again, look, says it in the thumbnail. It'll load. There we go. I could get rid of that. There we go. Sony W. No, this was a gamer W. PC gamer specifically. Yes, exactly, Light Shadow. I agree it was a W, just not in the way that you portray in the thumbnail. So, all right. Honestly, not a terrible video, just the thumbnail that definitely was inaccurate. Oh, man. All right. So we could do crap. We could talk about him, but honestly, I'm getting kind of tired. And plus, I was already bothering my parents enough with being loud. So I think I'm going to call it here. Plus, I mean, it's just your typical crap gamer clickbait stuff, but most of it's probably going to be article reading anyway. So, oh man, I guess you know what? Before we go,
ladies and gentlemen,
let's vibe out one more time.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I am completely
just one
pissed.
final time before next Friday.
Why am I still getting hate?
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Scares here. So from now on, I am going to report the news. Let's go inside the story.
Yes, sir.
Exposed, 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 exposed.
It's so good. I love it.
Exposed, 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 exposed. You're exposed. You're exposed. You are exposed. Exposed, 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 exposed. You are exposed, sir. I'm going to expose you. Expose you. Oh my God, expose you.
Alex dancing. Yeah, exactly. Just insert Alex. Pretend my little character here is dancing in the corner. That's all you got to do. All right. So anyway, yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I had a great time. Thank you all for coming out. I was not expecting this much support on the stream, but thank you all. I really appreciate it. And since Psalms dropped that 50, I guess I have some Indiana Jones movies to watch. So yeah, and yes, I will be adding that to the soundboard. Don't worry. All right. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you I think I'm gonna have a video out tomorrow. Yeah, I will catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.